Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Okay, we are in the Mermaid Mask. I've been looking forward to this game for a while. It finally came out today. Came out the same day as another game I just played, 7 Days to Think About It, so had to make some decisions there, but that other game was a bit quicker. But anyway, I enjoyed Tangle Tower. I haven't played their first Detective Grimoire game, but whatever. This just came out, let's get into it. Start game. Go ahead and delete that one. I just went into that to get a screenshot. Thumbnail? Alright, let's go.
Eavesdrop what the stars are saying, earthly tether, slowly fraying, floating helpless from the worst of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet.
The Stone Top Inn. I really appreciate that this game is fully voiced, as playing Mermaid or the Crimson Maid. Yeah, there we go. My voice was running pretty ragged towards the end there, but I got through it. Anyway.
Fishing trips on board the Dearest Selena. I'm guessing that's the name of the ship. Enquire with Felicia Stonetop at the bar, or with Sylvia Seafoam at the harbor. It's a painting of a sea serpent. Wait, is it a serpent if it has legs? What do you think, Sally? Ah, thanks for clearing that up.
Okay.
Lamps. They've stopped giving out light and taken up dust collecting. That's also what I plan to do when I retire. It's what remains of the Stone Top Inn. Looks like it's been closed for some time, although I don't have any point of reference. Maybe it looked like this when it was still open. It's the case file, the reason we're here. It was left for us right here on the bar.
Ooh. Or Detective Grimoire. We're gonna let the bound folder. It was left on the bar. Open. I guess Mortuga. Or Detective Grimoire. Murder victim Captain Magnus Mortuga, 39. Location Illusion Theater, Mortuga Submarine. Mortuga had locked himself in the room. It was later forced open and the body was discovered. Mortuga was found alone, lying on his back with a single cut across his throat. No bladed weapon of any kind was found in the room. The Illusion Theater is mostly empty, save for an ancient stone cauldron with a thick metal lid. The purpose of this cauldron is unknown, however, I am informed that it has never been unlocked before. It is now unlocked. It is now open. Signed to Captain Seafoam, Captain of the Mortuga Submarine. Okay.
Captain Seafoam. As far as I know, that's who hired us. And who left the case file here in the inn. But where are they now? Where is anyone? Sally, what do you think? Great contribution.
Magnus Mortuga. Ex-captain of the Mortuga Submarine. Magnus Mortuga. What's this? Okay, like a timeline of events. Okay. Captain Seafoam, we got anything on her yet? No. Okay, here's the rest of our stuff.
Bar stools. The wood is rotting, so I've strategically chosen not to sit on them.
Okay, we can bring that back up right there. Okay. Crab.
A crab. You know, just in case anyone missed the overt nautical theming. There's nothing written on the barrels. I'm sure they were once filled with some kind of wonderful, unsanctioned local ale. There's nothing written on the barrels. I'm sure they were once filled with some kind of...
What's the book?
It's some book Sally's been reading. She insisted that we bring it with us, although I'm not sure why.
Hex of the Helmsman by J.D. Woolman. A paperback novel belonging to Sally. It looked like to be a nautical fantasy adventure. J.D. Woolman. Okay. Can I flip pages or anything? No. Kristen Kale Publishing. Kristen Kale Publishing, Hex of the Helmsman. Something terrible awaits you in the depths. Will you face it? He sees it in his dreams. He sees it when he closes his eyes. He cannot escape it. But what is it? Renowned helmsman Marcus Mordoom is a man with a singular purpose. He will not rest until he uncovers the truth of what's really hiding beneath the waves. Hailing from a small fishing town named Silkworm on Sea, J.D. Worman moved to the big city to write his first novel, and it's that novel that's already carving him out a place in the annals of history. As Worman's mastery over the typewriter shines through in every beautifully crafted sentence, the only question I have is this: how can he possibly follow this up? Kristen Kale, publisher. Hex of the Helmsman, J.D. Worman. For T.W. Ibis, for imparting upon me what it is to love the art of the word. Chapter 1. Lost at Sea. Marcus Mordoom tightened his grip on the wheel and stared out across the bleak horizon. On this morning, the familiar frigid air of the South Sea carried something more than salt spray as it whipped around his weathered face. On this morning, the familiar howling voice of the wind seemed to be in duet with a much grander voice, a voice that spoke in language that Mordoom could not understand. Not yet. Okay.
Hex of the Helmsman by J.D. Worman. Looks like Sally's read through it a couple of times already. I wonder what's so interesting about it. A wooden carving of a fish skeleton. If the windows weren't boarded up, you'd be able to see it from outside.
Okay, time to wake her up.
It's Sally. She's fast asleep. To be fair, it is 4 in the morning. I agreed to stay awake and see if anyone shows up. So far, nothing. I thought I heard something outside. Hello? Sally, wake up. We have to go.
Why?
Because there's an eerie green light trying to lure us outside.
Oh, that's a pretty good reason. I'll get up.
Yep, I understand that.
I think it's time to go outside. To move around, use the map button in the bottom left.
Okay.
Fishing trips. I'm guessing inquire with Felicia Stonetop at the bar.
Okay. I wonder if there's ever a reason to split them up, you know?
The Stone Top Inn. The best inn in Silkworm on Sea.
Oh, that's the place where J.D. Worman.
It's the only inn.
And therefore the best.
It's the Stonetop emblem, I guess. Looks like a snowman.
It's not... Why would it be a snowman?
Alright then, what is it?
I think it's 3 stones stacked on top of each other.
So cairn.
Oh, that actually does make more sense.
The Stone Top Inn. The best inn in Silkworm.
It's the only...
And therefore the best. It's a billboard for a theater.
Baroness Fortuna presents Fortuna Hall. Performing tonight, Waylon Wolf.
Oh, tonight?
Yeah, we didn't come all this way to go to the theater. Also, the sign is several years old.
The Stone Top Inn.
It's the
And
only...
therefore the
Okay.
best.
What is this?
A large stone statue on top of a fountain.
It looks like a fisherman wrestling with some kind of dragon.
It says right here, the Silkworm Serpent.
It can't be a serpent. It has legs.
Right?
The grips.
Another abandoned building. Mr. Grip's Emporium.
What do you think they sell?
Currently, nothing.
That must be the logo for Mr. Grip's Emporium. I think it's a hot air balloon.
I've always wanted to go in a hot air balloon.
Well then, you're in the right place, at the wrong time. It's a signpost. Lists a bunch of places in the town.
Drummond Shipyard, Seafoam Harbor,
Grip's Emporium, Stonetop Inn, the Silkworm Spectator.
Fortuna Hall Theater, Silkworm on Sea Town Hall.
None of those places are open, so we don't have to worry about them.
Good, because I've forgotten them all already.
There's an old lighthouse up on that rock.
Can we go up to the top?
Do you have permission from the lighthouse keeper?
No.
Then no.
We probably will get it, though.
It's a small harbor with a couple of wooden jetties.
This is a fishing town, right?
Used to be.
Let's see what that
There's
is.
something in the water.
What is it?
I don't know, but whatever it is the source of the green light.
Dun-dun-dun. Forward deck.
There's nobody here.
The door's open, though. Somebody must have opened it after the submarine surfaced.
Does that constitute an invitation?
Not yet.
An old wooden boy with a face.
It's chained to the deck of the Mortuga submarine, and there's a faint green glow in its eyes.
This is where the green light was coming from. I noticed it started to fade as soon as we stepped onto the deck.
So it's a boy that doubles as a lighthouse?
The opposite, really. A lighthouse warns you to stay away. But this thing lured us in.
An old rowing boat.
Or
what?
it only has one oar.
Oh! Looks like it initially said Seafoam, but that got crossed out, and now it says Mortuga. I'm getting mutiny vibes from this. I don't know about you.
It's the wrong way around.
What?
Take another look at the case file.
Read. Victim, Mortuga. Art, signed Captain Seafoam, the new captain. Okay. I mean, you get a lot of this just by looking at the trailer, so some of this is kind of spoiled already, but...
It's dawn. Looks like the sun is trying to come out.
I needn't have bothered. We're not going to be around to see it.
Oh no! How come?
Because we're going inside the submarine.
Oh yeah. It's the bit that sticks out of the top of the submarine.
It's called the sail, or sometimes the fairwater.
Her voice is really quiet compared to his.
Wait, you know submarine words?
Apparently so.
There's nobody here.
The door's open. Somebody must
Does
have...
that constitute an invitation? Ready,
Go
Sally?
inside. Question
What
mark.
did you say?
Huh?
I didn't understand what you said.
I didn't say anything.
Oh. Weird.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Parlor.
What's at the bottom of the ladder?
I can't see. It's pitch black.
Should we go back up?
Wait, I think there's a lever.
Okay.
It's like an old-fashioned drawing room.
I don't see any drawings.
It's short for withdrawing. As in, you withdraw there after dinner.
I actually never knew that.
It's like an old-fashioned...
I don't see any drawings.
It's short for...
I actually never knew that.
I cleaned the couch.
What?
If we end up having to stay the night.
Sally, we are not staying overnight on the murder submarine.
But I brought my toothbrush.
The candles are actually lit. Some of them, anyway.
I'm guessing this place hasn't booked its quarterly fire safety inspection.
I think this door leads into the control room.
I want to go into the control room.
Well, you can't. It's locked.
Look through the window.
It's taped up on the other side of the door.
You don't need to come in here. The crime scene is one floor down at the very back of the submarine, Captain Seafoam.
Thanks for the directions, I guess.
Do you get the sense that the captain is hiding from us?
Why would they do that?
Well, there was a murder.
It's a window into the control
Is there
room.
anyone in there?
I can't see. There's an old-fashioned speaker mounted on the wall. It's playing spooky music.
It's the kind of music you'd hear at a fancy party for vampires.
I hear it.
Yeah, her voice is really...
But the vampires are all wearing masks, and there's one guy who's secretly not a vampire and...
Sally.
Oh, let me see if I can adjust that. Audio, voice. Huh. Maybe dropping that down a little bit. Yeah. Then I guess I'll just have to turn up my volume on my headset. Hopefully that'll fix things.
This is the lever you pulled?
Yeah, so leave it alone. I don't want it to go dark again.
What kind of books have we got?
Mysteries of the deep, wonders of the ocean depths, secrets of the darkest, deepest.
Okay, it's safe to say a clear theme is emerging.
Whoa.
What is that?
Her painting. Large painting of some unknown being. It is set on an ornate wooden frame. The brass plaque displays a single word, her. Unusually, it has been set directly onto the painting. In the old game, there was like a... Ooh, what is this? A family tree that was prominent in like one of the first rooms. Kind of a stone top symbol. And there's a missing thingamajig right there. Yeah.
I guess this is what lights up the room when you pull the switch.
I wonder what they burned to make it pink.
A glass of wine.
Ominously left half finished.
Maybe the wine was corked.
Ominously corked. I cleaned the couch.
What?
If we end up having...
Sally, we
But
are...
I brought my toothbrush.
What's in the frames?
They're just ocean landscapes.
What's in the frames?
They're just ocean landscapes.
Right, the stairs?
It's like an old-fashioned drawing.
I don't see any drawings.
It's short for...
I actually never knew that.
Okay, there's more.
Let's go to the crime scene before we do anything else.
Alright, they said it was in the back? Wait, this one? Oh, okay.
Well, let's head to the crime scene first.
Let's go to the crime scene before we do anything else.
Mess hall.
I guess this is the mess hall.
It is kind of a mess, yeah. Playing cards.
Looks like someone got dealt a bad hand.
Oh, really?
I have no idea. I just thought that would sound cool.
Fair enough.
3 tables, arranged into a Z shape.
It's actually more like an S from this angle.
Oh, maybe they were trying to write my name, but they ran out of tables. 3 tables, arranged into a Z.
It's actually more
Oh,
like...
maybe they were...
What is going on here?
It's a big metal statue of a serpent.
There is a cabinet built into it, but I think it's locked.
Rotate the 4 dials into the correct arrangement. Oh, I think you want triangles in here because they have 3 sides. Then this is 9. Are there any nonagons? Maybe a hexagon. There we've got 9. So we're gonna need that and 3. Okay, so we got 9. Okay, we got 4, we got 7, we got 9. Oh, so this one has to 3. I'm guessing. That's what we have to do here. Is it the number of sides? Is it only 1 per?
That was right.
Oh, hey.
Rest.
Okay, so you just have to hit that button to confirm your choice.
The little cabinet opened.
Anything in there?
Brown glass bottle containing 3 varieties of tablets.
It's a big metal statue.
We opened the cabinet and found this.
Okay. It looks like there's something right
It's
here.
a big metal
We
statue.
opened the cabinet and found this.
Okay, never mind.
A wooden chandelier.
Wait, are these windows or lights?
Both. It's a good idea, since you'd never get any natural light down here. This looks like dead coral.
Is coral ever alive?
Coral are marine animals, dude.
What?
Pufferfish lamp.
A timeless classic.
I guess this is the mess hall.
It is kind of a mess, yeah.
Crayons?
A little pot with a red crayon and a blue crayon.
You're not going to pick it up?
No?
$10 says this turns out to be an important clue.
You're on. Pots and pans for cooking.
This looks like dead coral.
Is coral ever alive?
Coral are marine animals, dude.
What? Pots and pans for cooking. A picture of a fish.
Delightful.
Hey, it's a kitchen.
We didn't have one of those last time.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, is there no kitchen in Tangle Tower?
There's a metal sculpture of a serpent.
Better not touch it. It's probably a load-bearing serpent.
A ladder, maybe?
The ladder leading back up to the parlor.
I guess this is the mess hall.
It is kind of a mess, yeah.
Illusion.
Someone's taped a drawing to the wall, although it's upside down for some reason.
I think it's supposed to be a poster.
Alright. Title here, Illusion. Okay. Baroness Fortuna presents Lady of the Looking Glass. Unfathomable beyond anything I can imagine. Inconceivable. I don't know what to believe anymore. With tickets, Fortuna Hall, Submarine Sea, Monday through Saturday. Hand-drawn poster taped to a pipe in the wall in the Illusion Theater. For some reason, it was displayed upside down. Okay.
The stool's been knocked over.
Doesn't it look familiar to you?
Sally, it's a standard wooden stool. I don't...
It is from the Stone Top Inn. You can even see him right there.
It looks exactly like the bar stools in the Stone Top Inn. There's a little broken bottle on the floor.
I'm guessing Mortuga dropped this when he died.
Oh, and this is the moon, as opposed to the sun. Glass bottle found smashed on the floor in the Illusion Theater. The spilled purple liquid has a subtle botanical scent. The small paper label is marked with a simple picture of a moon.
There's a wooden panel on the wall here.
Can you see anything through that little hole?
No, it's too dark.
It's a little window and looks out into the endless, dark void of the ocean.
Why did you phrase it like that?
I don't know.
Someone's hung up a curtain here. It's tied to the wall right now, but looks like it could be drawn across the middle of the room.
No, like a theater curtain. Finally, something to justify the name of the room.
Someone's hung up a banner with the words Illusion Theater painted on it. What's the illusion, I wonder?
You know, I think this room's had some kind of rebranding.
Rebranding from what? What was it before?
Possibly nothing. A small room like this wouldn't normally have a name at all. There's a cloth hanging up on the wall.
Rugged square of thick sailcloth found hanging on the wall in the Illusion Theater. The Stargazing Girl. Well, let's look at this.
A trail of blood. Looks like it came from the wound in Mortuga's neck. It runs straight down the room towards the back of the submarine.
No, it doesn't. Not immediately. It pulls out first, then changes its mind.
Okay, so it was pooling and then they probably surfaced because we are in the back of the submarine right now.
So, this is where Magnus Mortuga died. It's just like the case file said. He landed on his back with the cauldron at his feet.
He was killed by getting cut across the neck, right?
Yeah, you can see that's where the blood came from.
But there's no weapon. No knife or anything.
Nothing. It's a heavy bulkhead door. Seems like you lock it by turning that big wheel.
There's actually a wheel on both sides of the door.
So I could lock it or unlock it from either side.
If you were strong enough, maybe.
Ouch.
Alright.
This is the cauldron?
Not quite what I was expecting.
An ancient-looking stone cauldron. It was found in the Illusion Theater in front of Mortuga's body. I think there was a cauldron like that in her Tangle Tower, too. The glittering interior of the cauldron is marked with several deep scratches. The exterior is spotted with algae and barnacles. And something scratched up the interior. So there was probably something scratchy and nasty inside here. It got out and slashed him across the
said it
throat.
had never been unlocked before.
This place gives me the creeps. That cauldron especially. I keep staring into it like I'm going to see something. But it really does seem to be empty.
To quote from the case file, Mortuga had locked himself in the room. It was later forced open, and the body was discovered.
So Mortuga was alone in a locked room. A very small locked room. There really isn't anywhere for a murderer to hide.
I'm not so sure. I think there is a hiding place.
Well, we haven't found. Okay. Mortuga. What? Unlocked the cauldron and was killed by what was inside.
Magnus Mortuga unlocked the cauldron and was killed by what was inside.
I really don't think a person would fit in that cauldron. And didn't they say it had never been unlocked before? If that's true, there couldn't have been anyone in there.
Right, I agree. I don't think it was a person.
Then what?
I don't know. But you have to wonder why it was kept locked in the first place. I'm guessing there was something pretty bad in there.
Look, Mortuga died from a cut across his neck, not from some vague paranormal entity. Unless you're suggesting it was a vague paranormal entity with a knife?
Did you get a good look at the inside of the cauldron? There was something I noticed.
Scratch marks. Noticed the cauldron inside of the cauldron. Oh, the lid. Okay, so you just kind of like, you move this around, or I guess we're gonna. Okay.
The scratch marks.
Continue.
It's Mortuga's stone cauldron.
Chapter 1. Okay. What's that? 9%. Alright, now it's time to start investigating. Tiles.
Juggling balls.
Grimoire, you look like the kind of guy who can juggle.
Why did that feel like an insult?
I don't hear you denying it. Plastic cups.
For magic tricks?
Presumably.
Balls?
It's a wooden chest.
What's all this stuff on the top?
Drag the 6 cards and 4 glass lenses into the correct arrangement. Oh, I see. Not all of the bottom portions match up to the top. So you gotta use the top to kind of like expand to that. So that fits. Oh!
There's a message engraved in the wood.
Jennifer and Margaret gaze jealously at Patricia, whose doll is neither too large nor too small.
Is that your best creepy voice?
Yeah.
Alright, this is a shrinking one. Yeah.
There's a message engraved.
Jennifer.
Yeah. That. Okay, I'm thinking that. I got what we're looking at?
Nope.
First things first, we need to make sense of that clue written on the box.
Right. Surely it's the key to knowing where to put everything else.
Right, okay.
That's not it.
So, and then the glass lenses change and warp those images.
Nothing.
2 of the lenses use magnification to make things larger or smaller, and the other 2 use a kind of fisheye effect, which bends the images in different directions.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Do they need to be all within this? Within the forward portion?
Oh, that was it.
There we go. Just have them too spread out.
Nice work.
It opened.
What's in there?
Glass eyeball. A strange glass eye found in the child's room. It smells musty and unpleasant. Ooh, and there's like a doohickey thingamajig in the back.
It's a magic vanishing cabinet.
I think it's just a wardrobe. Let's take a look inside. Oh, it's empty.
Well, yeah, everything vanished.
Vanished.
Pour myself a drink here, one sec. Did that just blink?
It's a seahorse rocking horse. Oh, can I ride it?
I don't know. Are you a small Victorian child?
Yes.
A walking stick, standing up by itself.
I think it's part of an illusion.
What illusion?
Invisible man, maybe?
I don't see it.
I think Sally was snarkier in the previous one.
The lamp fell over.
It's not bad, but
Wow, you really are a detective.
It's a model submarine.
I think it's a doll's house.
Now, I heard if you cut a starfish in half, both halves regenerate into a new starfish.
Yeah, I can do that too.
Also, they have no brain and no blood.
Yep, ditto.
An old-fashioned child's room with an ocean.
Currently being used as a magician's workshop.
Hey, look, Sally. Here's a giant dice.
Die.
What did I do? Fish hanging from the ceiling.
It's like we're underwater.
We are underwater.
Oh yeah,
Anyone important in those photos?
I don't think so.
Good. Anyone important
I
in those?
don't think
Good. An old-fashioned child's room with an
so.
ocean.
Currently being used as a magician's.
it would present a thoroughly convincing spectacle. The mysterious Miss Silkmoth rounds off her performance with a surprisingly comedic set piece in which she attempts to communicate with her departed Uncle Gregory, who appears as an apparition with a crystal ball. However, it doesn't go to plan, and the audience laughs as symmetry is put on hold in her disastrous attempt to telephone the afterlife. Overall, the show is a triumph, a brush with mysticism that stays with you long after the final blow. Godric grips, nautical and aeronautical precision measurements and navigation instruments, drum into shipyard, rigging, reefing, and restoring repairs. Kind of reminds me of Drummond Island from SnowRunner, but whatever. Snowtop Inn, ales, wine, food, daily fishing trips. Speak to Harbormaster Sylvius. Harbormaster Sylvius. Silkworm Spectacle Editor T.W. Ibis. Catch of the Day. Well, I think we've heard the name T.W. Ibis before. Catch of the Day, mysterious sea serpent hauled ashore. 3 a.m., the witching hour, and the moon is out. Dear Selena creaks into port. Its once cheerful frame now seems burdened heavy. It is a secret. A moment passes. What's this? Something is hauled up onto the slime-slick rocks beside the old silkworm harbor. A body. A creature. Its eyes are closed. No, wait. Look again. It has no eyes. A serpent. Of a sort, but it has arms. So a dragon? No, that doesn't seem right. Serpent it is then. Full story on pages 4 and 5.
A set of wooden drawers. An eerie painting of a girl standing in the woods. It is just a painting.
Sure. Maybe. No. Maybe.
It is blinking at us.
An eerie painting. It is just a painting.
Sure. Maybe. No. Maybe.
Okay, well, let's go. Start at the bottom and move our way up. The bilge.
It's almost pitch black in here.
I'm guessing you didn't bring a flashlight.
Nope. It's almost pitch black.
I'm guessing you didn't.
Nope.
Okay. Airlock and grotto. Gotta look around
It's a
before I
diving
talk to her.
helmet. One of those old heavy ones.
You think it's a safe?
Nah, looks pretty dangerous.
A safe.
Oh.
Drag the diving helmet to rotate. Tap on the dials to rotate. Plus. And diamond. Circle. Okay, no circle. But there is a plus and a triangle. And, okay, there's no matching triangle here. Okay. Plus the diamond. Alright, semicircle. Semicircle. Okay, teardrop. Teardrop. Circle. Inscribed triangle. Alright. Oh, okay. Yeah, got them all.
That's the one.
Good job.
What's inside?
Pocketbook. A rugged, bloodstained pocketbook that was hidden in the earth. Shake. Ooh, is that lock? Okay.
Old glass bottles.
Looks like they've all been salvaged from the ocean.
Hey, this one has a message inside.
The glass bottle, messily sealed with wax, and a sheet of paper is rolled up inside. Curse in the cauldron. Curse in the cauldron. Ooh. Small room within the bowels of the ship. His lifeless body lies in the shadow of an ancient stone cauldron. Cauldron's heavy iron lid has never been unlocked. It's never been opened. Ooh. For all his strength, he ultimately proved powerless against the lure of the unknown. On this morning, the cauldron has been unlocked. On this morning, it is wide open. Oh, what's this symbol? Oh, okay. That's a diagram of the deceased.
An ornate teacup.
With an ornate crack down the side.
An ornate teacup.
With an ornate crack down the side. Old glass.
Looks like they've
Hey,
opened-
this one has a message inside.
Yeah.
Old glass.
Looks like they've
Hey,
opened-
this one has a message inside.
Alright, I won't click on that again.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Terrible place to sell seashells. Anyone can get them for free. They're just lying around. Looks like a jellyfish.
It's 2 glass bowls and some seashells.
Right. But what does it look like?
Jellyfish.
That's a big mirror.
It's the kind of mirror you'd walk through to get to Mirror World.
You've been to Mirror World? What's it like?
On reflection, it's not that great.
Ugh.
It's pretty backwards.
A pearl necklace with real pearls.
Do you know how much that's worth?
Nope.
It's a collection of small mirrors.
You know, it might be fun to start a mirror collection. I could really see myself doing that.
She sells seashells.
Terrible
by-
place to sell Anyone can get them for free. They're just lying. It's a ladder. It doesn't go anywhere, though.
I imagine it's for lowering into the hole so you can climb down.
Oh.
Or, you know, you could use it to display your collection of rusty jewelry.
Sally, how do you feel about swimming?
Nope, not happening.
Look down. Ooh.
It's a treasure chest. We can't reach it while it's underwater.
What a tease. It's the airlock hole. Oh, that reminds me. I need to buy new towels for my bathroom.
Sally, we're solving a murder here. Focus. It's a curved piece of wood.
Looks like it's from the hull of a ship.
Cushions.
Alright, talk to the person.
Hey, it's me, Madam Tadpole. Yep, that's my name. First question. Go.
Are you a mermaid, or what's the deal?
Great question. Half mermaid. The top half, obviously. From the waist up, all mermaid. And as you can see, I have the legs of an ordinary human woman.
An ordinary human woman?
Who happens to be an Olympic-level swimmer.
Ah.
Second question. Go.
Okay. Ask about yourself.
So, Madam Tadpole, you're a professional swimmer? Or a professional mermaid?
I'm not a professional anything, not anymore. I'm done with all that.
Do you have gills?
Nope, it's a tattoo. Sorry to disappoint.
It's cool. Why'd you get it?
I've always been real good at holding my breath underwater, like scary good. The other kids used to call me Fish Girl.
Ah, kids can be mean.
I'd say they had it right.
How come you're here on the submarine?
Okay, so I like to go diving. In the sea, deep.
Oh, like with an oxygen tank and a mask?
No. I don't use any of that stuff. Anyway, so one time I went too deep. I wasn't going to come back up. I was pretty much done for. Somehow Magnus found me, pulled me into his submarine. He brought me back. I owe him my life.
Wait, so are you from Silkworm? Were you living in the town?
Nope, I'm from far away.
Then how come you were diving into this bit of ocean?
Oh, well, yeah, I was visiting the town. For work.
What kind of work?
Performance art. Kinda. Like I said, I'm done with all that.
So, Mortuga saved you from drowning, and you just decided to stay?
It's where I belong. The ocean. I had my fill of living on land. I've got no interest in going back.
Strange.
It looks like you've made yourself pretty comfortable down here.
Magnus offered me one of the bunk rooms, but I turned him down. And yeah, over time I turned the airlock into a nice little home for myself.
Where did you get all this stuff? The mirrors, the bottles.
Shipwrecks, shipping containers, you name it. If it falls into the ocean, I consider it fair game.
You go swimming out in the actual ocean.
Of course.
Isn't it cold? And what about the water pressure?
What about him? That's for other people to worry about.
So, how do you get out into the sea? Or do you just go from up on deck?
See that hole in the middle of the room? Leads down into a big old water tank with a door that leads outside. I go out into the ocean every single day.
Jeez, I'm impressed.
Like I said, this is where I belong.
How long have you been living here?
I stopped worrying about times and dates. It doesn't mean much down here. But I know I arrived after Sim and before Dirk.
Do you get on with the other suspects?
Oh, sure. It's a nice group. I was closest with Magnus, though. He was one of a kind.
Night of the murder.
I remember the sub did a weird kind of tilt. Don't know what it was, but anyway, it woke me up. So yeah, I'm trying to go back to sleep, but I can't because now there's all these footsteps outside my room. I get up and check outside. Nothing. So I check the bilge.
Was anyone in there?
No, but something's dripping into the water. I get a closer look, and it's blood coming through the drain that connects to the room above. So I head up there to check. The door's locked. I open it up.
You unlocked it? How?
By turning the wheel. So, okay, I guess it's not really locked. More like shut.
Could anyone turn that wheel?
Probably not. It takes some upper body strength. I go inside, and that's when I find him. Dead. Killed, looks like. I get angry. I'm out for revenge. I gotta find the guy who did it. So I run to the mess hall. Nobody. Climb up to the parlor. Nobody. Then I notice the hatch up to the foredeck was left open. Someone's making an escape, I think. Cowardly. I go up on deck. Nobody. I look across to the aft deck.
Let me guess. Nobody.
Nah, there was a demon. Yep. Glowing eyes, single horn coming out of the head, like an antler, kind of.
Was it a person?
I don't know, maybe. It was dark. I could only really make out the eyes, and it wasn't looking at me. It was looking out to the side, at the ocean, I guess. Then it starts talking.
What did it say?
No idea. Alien language.
What?
Okay, even I'm making notes now. This is the best statement we ever got.
Oh yeah, there was this big green light. Not sure where it was coming from, though. It can't be anything good, I figure. Better put a stop to it. So I took one of the oars off the old rowing boat and threw it. Hard. Direct hit. Its head came off, pretty sure. I saw it fall into the ocean.
Suspect vanquishes demon with improvised javelin.
After that, the green glow went away, so now it's too dark to see anything. I want to be sure, so I jump off the side and swim over to the aft deck. But nope, nothing. Then I dive down past the back of the sub to take a look around.
Did you see anyone?
No. No. How should I put this? I'm pretty sure I was being watched. Like I could feel something was out there with me. I don't know. Sorry.
Did you ever find the head of the demon or whatever it was? You said it fell into the ocean.
Oh yeah, I did actually. It was right there, floating in the water. Turns out it was this leather mask kind of thing.
A mask?
Like a full head mask, you know, kind of like a balaclava.
Do you still have it?
Nope. I took it back inside the submarine, left it right here in the airlock, and, it's gone. I think it got stolen.
That's, disappointing.
Tadpole, you didn't finish your statement.
Right. I left the airlock, told Cynthia to gather up the others and come up to the storeroom. Zephyr was in the mess hall. I told him to come too. So I go to the storeroom. Dirk's there with Werman and Sim. Everyone else shows up shortly after.
So, you all gathered at the crime scene. What happened?
Nobody wanted to admit to murder, so it was a bit of a stalemate. Most of the others made excuses and scurried off. Zephyr, Grip, and I stayed behind. I guess we were the ones who knew Magnus best. That's it. Story's over. Get out of here.
Miss Tadpole, you said you were an Olympic-level swimmer.
Oh, sure. They never let me compete, though. I got banned way back when I used to swim in regionals.
Why? What did you do?
Nothing. They just decided I had certain physical abnormalities that made it unfair to the other swimmers.
That kind of sucks.
It's whatever. I never really cared about competing anyway.
So what did you do after you got banned?
Oh, you know, left home, traveled, got a job, quit that job, traveled some more.
And, have you have you always been green?
Oh, you finally built up the courage to ask, huh? No, it was a reaction to some chemicals we used in a little water tank I used to swim in. The doctor said it's reversible, but I couldn't afford the treatment, so yeah, I'm green.
Okay.
I really liked him. He wasn't like anyone else I've met.
What did you like about him?
He was this great combination of super introverted and super proactive. Like you'd be complaining that you had a headache or whatever, and he wouldn't say a word. But then the next morning you'd wake up and find painkillers beside your bed.
Wow.
Kinda creepy, sneaking into your room at night.
And where would he get painkillers on a submarine?
The point is, he actually cared about other people. Really, the only person he was hard on was himself.
Go on.
Well, for one, he never let himself leave the submarine, even if he wanted to.
Did he want to?
I think so.
Then what was stopping him?
I wish I could say.
Where did you get this bottle from?
I found it in the ocean, like everything else in here.
When? Recently?
Yeah, this morning.
Was it near the submarine?
Of course, I never go too far out.
Are you gonna open it up?
No way, it's a message in a bottle. If I opened it, it'd just be a message and a bottle. Not nearly as interesting. Hands off, it's mine.
What's this symbol on the front? Looks like someone scratched it in with a claw or something.
None of your business.
How do you get it open?
You don't.
You don't know the code?
Oh, I know it. But you don't.
Is it your phone number? Your birthday?
Name of your childhood pet?
Sally, it's a number.
Oh, yeah.
Where did you find this?
Symmetry had it. Does it not belong to her?
No, it belongs to Magnus.
Just the front page? Or did he have the whole newspaper?
Just this one page.
Why is he so interested in Sim's old magic act?
He's not. Where did you find that?
Yeah, it was in Sim's...
Oh, we just found it lying around in a corridor. What is it?
It's Magnus's key. It unlocks his cabin.
Really?
You just gotta push the iris, and the key pops out the back, see?
That feels kind of violent.
So, you need this to lock or unlock the captain's cabin.
Uh-huh. Magnus only locked that door on rare occasions, but whenever he did, he used this key.
And, the cabin is?
Down the hall from the parlor, at the very back of the submarine. All I can say for sure is that at one time, this cauldron spent several years underwater. Not just underwater, but in the ocean. I can tell by the growth of the barnacles and algae.
There's no growth on the inside, though. Or on the lid.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I'm pretty sure Magnus kept this in the storeroom.
He had it covering the cauldron, I guess?
It seems likely.
Just to protect it from dust?
Or maybe he was specifically keeping it hidden.
This was on the floor of the crime scene. Do you know what it is?
Poison, maybe?
We don't know that. We don't know what it is.
Doesn't make any sense for it to be poison. Magnus was killed with a blade, something sharp.
Right, but there wasn't anything like that at the crime scene.
Well, then it must be somewhere else.
Maybe the glass breaking, slash with broken glass.
I saw posters just like this up on the walls in Fortuna Hall.
You went to see Symmetry's show?
No, by the time I came through the town, she'd already left.
But her posters were still up.
Yeah, the owner was scrambling to find something new. I don't think she wanted to admit she'd lost her star act.
The theater owner, that's, Baroness Fortuna?
That's her.
And did she ever find a new show?
No. It didn't work out. Turk tried to get me to take these. He's convinced we've all got a vitamin D deficiency. He said that's why everyone on the submarine is, in his words, moody and weird.
What?
I feel like I know what this is.
The thing in the painting. You've seen it?
Not seen it. More like felt it. I'm pretty sure it's out there. Maybe even right now.
Should we be worried about this?
That's up to you. Magnus wouldn't bring this inside the submarine, but he didn't seem to want to get rid of it either.
So it must have some kind of purpose.
We already know what it does. We saw it on the way in. It shines a big green light so you know where to go to find the submarine.
So the main character is inspired by Magnus Mortuga?
I think so. But Werman changed his name to Marcus Mordu.
Nice. Real subtle. Cynthia had to ask my help when writing this up. She wanted to put Magnus's age, but she didn't know it.
How come you did?
He and I were friends. I was really trying to get to know him.
Sounds like that might have been kind of an uphill struggle.
Yeah, he didn't really like to talk about himself.
Okay, I will have to get more info and come back.
Tadpole didn't give us the code for the pocketbook.
I noticed.
So what now?
Maybe someone else will know it.
Yeah, I doubt it.
How about this? If we ask everyone and nobody knows it, we can break it open.
Ooh.
I knew that would cheer you up. I do kind of want to see what's on that piece of paper.
We can read it just fine.
But what if there's something on the back?
Huh. So what, you want to break it open?
Maybe, yeah.
Hey, I don't go around breaking your stuff.
Okay.
We can't get in there right now.
Engine. Before I do anything, there's a... Okay, it's just telling you what the room is.
Hello? Is anyone there?
I think there's someone in that basket.
What's this bit?
Oh, that's the wiggler.
What does it do?
It wiggles.
If I turn this wheel, you have to turn the other one.
Why?
Because one good turn deserves another. Who are these guys?
Just some of my satisfied customers. A selection of some of my more unusual compasses. Please, peruse at your...
Peruse. This compass tries to point away from all the others. This compass is actually a clock in disguise. This compass tries to point at all the others. This compass doesn't want to solve this puzzle right now. Yeah, this one tries to point away. Compass is actually a clock in disguise. Tries to point at all the others. It's not this one. So this one looks like it only points at the green one. This green one only points at the pink one.
There we go.
Alright.
Nice.
Did something unlock?
Nope.
Yeah, it did. I heard it. Sounded like a box opening.
Pure conjecture.
Sail on now.
Can I buy something with my wages?
We don't get paid until we solve the mystery.
What if we don't solve it? Do I still get paid? Grimoire? It's open.
What is that? Some kind of scroll?
That is not for sale. Please don't touch it.
Too late. Sorry.
An old scroll hidden in the entrance. It unrolls to reveal a map. A red X is marked somewhere in the ocean. And the buoy. Yeah. Map coordinates. Map interpreted by Got to Grip. Customer. Possibly. Map coordinates practically 2 miles from Submarine coast. Okay.
It's a basket for a hot air balloon.
Do you think there's anything in there?
I can see what's in there. It's a human man.
Right. Let's talk to him first.
It's a basket for a hot air
Do you
balloon.
think there's
I
anything?
can see what's
Right. Let's talk to him.
in it. Is that the balloon part of a hot air balloon?
I think so. And it's branded with a logo. Mr. Grip's Emporium.
How many mystery writers does it take to change a light bulb? 2. One to hold the bulb, and the other to give it an unexpected twist.
Nice. It's a big compass.
Broken compass that's in the process of being fixed. It was on display at the shop. Okay.
If I turn this wheel,
Why?
because one could... Who are these guys?
Just some of my satisfied customers.
Noisy. Yep. Listen,
I thought you were talking about me.
Oh?
All right.
what on earth are you doing?
Aha! Customers! Come in, and welcome to Mr. Grip's Emporium.
Wait, what?
I guess he's Mr. Grip.
What's that? You'd like a succinct yet exhaustive rundown of our operational philosophy?
I don't think I said that.
Here at Mr. Grip's, we plot the unplottable, chart the unchartable, and measure the unmeasurable. No sea too vast, no night too dark, no fog too thick. With the right contraption in your pocket, even the great unknown may be quantified and calculated. So fret not, noble navigator, as we stock all the essentials.
I will give them this. They put they really go all out on these little chatty animations. Pretty charming. I couldn't understand what was going on there for a second. It's like, oh yeah.
I'm sorry, you can't afford this item.
I don't want it.
I'm afraid you don't have enough money.
I know. I'm not trying to buy anything.
Apologies, you can't afford that one.
Mr. Grip, we're not customers. We're detectives. We need to talk to you.
Why didn't you say so?
It's the fuzz.
Now, what is it you wanted to know?
Can I get your full name?
Godric Grip of Mr. Grip's Emporium.
And that's this little shop you run down here in the engine room, for some reason.
This is merely the newest branch. The flagship site is back in Circuum-on-Sea.
Yeah, we saw it. It's all boarded up.
Yes, well, I can't make a living selling compasses to the ghosts in a ghost town, can I?
So that's what you do? Sell compasses? Seems kind of niche.
We buy, sell, and service all manner of nautical navigation equipment. What's that? Ah, yes, we also provide cartographic consultation. We'll analyze and decipher any map, all for a low, low fee. Some maps may be invalid, fee to be decided on a case-by-case basis.
Sorry, did you just talk to your stick?
You mean Cornelius Kane?
And he's given it a name. Great.
Don't ask any follow-up questions. Maybe he'll let us move on. How'd you wind up here?
I crashed my hot air balloon into the ocean. Whole thing came down. Dreadful. And of course, I've never been a swimmer, don't have the upper body strength.
How'd you crash your balloon?
A rather spirited disagreement with a flock of migratory pelicans led to an abrupt
Sure, okay. And the actual reason?
storm.
There we go.
Wait, so you're an aeronaut? I thought you were a shopkeeper.
Yes, well, you're quite right, of course. But I've been inspired to leave my shop behind and head out on a journey of discovery into the great unknown. That was the plan, at least. As you can see, I didn't make it very far at all.
So there's a storm, the balloon crashes, you fall into the ocean, then what?
Enter Captain Mortuga. He finds me adrift, fishes me out of the water, and promptly places me here.
In the engine room? Was every other room taken?
On the contrary, only Mortuga and Zephyr were living here when I arrived, so I rather had the run of the place. Cornelius and I just agreed this would be the best place to set up shop, as it were.
Why did you set up your shop again? You just said you'd been inspired to leave it behind.
I had to make myself useful somehow, didn't I? Let's see. I'd taken Cornelius up to the mess hall. Poor fellow needed a little repair work, you see.
Were you alone up there? Aside from Cornelius, I mean.
No, Werman was there, working away on his typewriter. Then, all of a sudden, somebody new came down the ladder. A woman by the name of Mariana Moon. Werman and I conversed with her for a few minutes before Mortuga himself entered the room. He passed through towards the child's room and the storeroom, but before he left, he asked us to provide Mariana with a tour of the submarine. Werman feigned a sudden fatigue and slithered off back to his room, leaving me as the solitary tour guide.
You do kinda look like a tour guide, to be honest.
Yes, well, I won't bore you with a blow-by-blow. I'm sure Mariana will cover that in her statement. Suffice it to say, we ended up in the bilge at the very back of the submarine. And there we were, standing in the dark, when all of a sudden, a voice echoed down from above.
Mortuga's voice?
No, a young woman's, possibly two different women. The voices were followed by the sound of a blade, and finally a dull thud, like something hitting the ground.
Sounds like
Sound
a
of a
murder to me.
blade.
What did Mariana make of all this?
Well, apparently satisfied by our impromptu eavesdropping session, she made her farewells and left.
You didn't go with her?
No, I stayed a little longer.
Did you hear any other weird noises?
I did. First, the sound of the storeroom door wrenching open and then closing again. Secondly, some kind of short, heavy scrape, mechanical. And finally, a dull thud, like something hitting the ground.
Sorry, again?
How many murders were there?
I didn't really know what to do with myself after that, but an unexpected lurch of the submarine caused me to very nearly topple over into the bilge water. So I decided to take my leave and return to the safety of my engine room.
You didn't want to go upstairs and see what was going on?
I certainly thought about it. Ultimately, I think it came down to cowardice on my part.
You didn't want to run into the murderer.
So, let's see. I was sat there, feeling rather pathetic, when Cynthia appeared in my doorway.
What did she want?
Well, she had a compass she wanted me to fix. I agreed to take a look at it for her. But that wasn't the end of it. She then told me she'd been asked to bring me upstairs, along with everyone else. And so, after fetching Mariana from next door, the three of us went up to the storeroom. I saw Mortuga's body laying on the floor, saw the cut across his neck. The cowardice I'd felt before, compounded. The tadpole spoke to the room. She wanted a confession, or even just an explanation. It goes without saying that nobody was willing to offer one. Really, that's the end of it. After that, several things happened very quickly. Cynthia became captain, decided to bring in a detective. You two arrived, and here we are. I'm convinced Tadpole is just branding. Nobody names their child Tadpole, come on.
Why would she need branding?
You're serious? She's all branding. The name, the look, the identity as a half-mermaid, it's all theatrics.
I just don't get why she'd need to have a fake identity like that.
No, she doesn't, not anymore. It's vestigial, I think, left over from some previous endeavor.
Weird, isn't it? Bringing your old branding with you onto the submarine. What would be the point?
Before this thrilling little jaunt on the Mortuga submarine, I'd lived in Silkworm all my life. I worked for my father and eventually inherited his business. Godman Grip's nautical and aeronautical precision measurement and navigation instruments.
Snappy title.
I eventually trimmed the name down to just Mr. Grip's Emporium. That was around the same time I hired young Cornelius here as a much-needed second pair of hands.
He's a stick. He does not have hands.
Yes, running that business was my whole life for many years. Slow, sometimes tedious work, but I was extremely good at it. I especially relished in the task of deciphering and restoring old maps. The more decrepit they were, the more I enjoyed it.
And now you live in the engine room of a submarine. Must be a big change.
Yes and no. He lived and worked in the inn opposite my emporium. I'd see him when I offered my custom at the inn, and in return he'd come by my shop. As a sailor, Mortuga shared in my interest of nautical navigation. He even hired me for a job once.
Did he tell you he was planning to go live on a submarine?
I don't think he told anybody. After his disappearance, all I had was several largely unsatisfactory rumors. They said he disappeared into the sea, whatever that was supposed to mean. The first time I laid eyes on his eponymous submarine was when it rescued me from my fallen balloon. I can't tell you how surprised I was to see Magnus Mortuga step out onto the foredeck, although he wasn't quite the same man I'd known before.
How do you mean?
The light in his eyes was dulled, like he wasn't really there.
And what had happened to him?
Well, I'd never found out, but perhaps the rumors were true after all. Perhaps he had disappeared into the sea.
What's with all the needles and cogs and stuff?
It looks like Grip's halfway through fixing it. That's what I figured, anyway.
Ah, thank heavens! That's what I was hoping for.
Sorry, what?
Perhaps I should explain. You see, Miss Seafoam came to me with a compass she needed fixing. I went to put the needle back on, but Cynthia stopped me. No, she said. The whole thing is broken. You'll have to take a look at the insides. You'll have to replace the needle. For some reason, she seemed to need it to be true.
She needed the compass to be broken.
I told her I had various spare needles I could try out as replacements, and here we are.
And you left it out so Cynthia would see it? So she'd think you were actually fixing it?
That's the idea, yes. So if you kindly put it back where you found it.
How much for this one?
It's not for sale.
Oh, too rare? Too valuable?
It's from my personal collection. I really hadn't intended for you to see it.
Well, we did see it.
What's it a map to, anyway? What's at the red X?
Now that's the question, isn't it?
You don't know?
Unfortunately, not.
What do you make of this?
A message in a bottle?
There's a little drawing, too. Some kind of symbol?
To me, it looks like a diagram.
Where did this bottle come from?
I'm pretty sure Tadpole fished it out of the ocean.
That's how she got all the stuff in her room, I think.
Well, that's a delightful little habit, isn't it? Who does this belong to? Wilfred Winterbottom?
Who's that?
I just made him up.
Oh, then no. Godric Grip's nautical and aeronautical precision measurement and navigation instruments. Great name.
As well, this was shortly before the rebrand.
Why'd you decide to rebrand the shop?
You see, the news about the silkworm serpent put the town in a particular sort of mood. Interest in all things nautical adventure was on the rise, you know. They put up that statue, we get tourists even.
So you capitalized on the zeitgeist.
Look at you, using the vocabulary. Where on earth did you find this?
It was just lying around. Do you know what it is?
What I do know is that it belonged to Mortuga.
But you don't know what it was actually for.
I couldn't say with any academic certainty.
So what's the deal with this cauldron?
I've no idea.
Really? I figured you've been here a while. Surely Mortuga would have mentioned it?
He never did. Seems like he was keeping it secret.
From who?
From everyone.
Why would it need to be a secret?
Maybe he just wanted it all for himself. Yeah, whatever was in there, I mean.
It wasn't really Mortuga's modus operandi to be selfish like that. Quite honestly, it's more likely to be the exact opposite.
What, so keeping it secret was him being selfless, somehow?
Like if it was dangerous. He kept it hidden as a way of keeping you all safe.
This is from a ship's sail?
I think so.
Did you sell sails? In your shop?
No, ship parts like that fell within the remit of the Drummond shipyard, a few doors down.
We think Mortuga might have dropped this when he was killed.
You can think that all you like. Personally, I think it came from somewhere else.
If it wasn't dropped by Mortuga, perhaps it was dropped by the culprit?
Might have been neither.
You're suggesting this bottle made its own way into the crime scene?
Maybe.
Cornelia just tells me he spotted Miss Silk Moth drawing this while she was in the mess hall.
What's it a drawing of exactly?
Let's have a look, shall we? Ah, that's symmetry, I assume. And she's sitting on the cauldron, facing a window. Is that a sun?
Probably. Although it could be a wheel.
Oh, yes, wheel tablets.
Ah, yes. Can't really miss it, can you?
It's creeping me out, but I really want to know what it is.
I wouldn't lose sleep over it if I were you. Wonderful, isn't it? Cornelius thinks it might be his great-grandmother. For all I know, he may be right.
It belonged to Mortuga, I assume?
Yes, and to me it sits right alongside that iron bell in his office and that stone cauldron in the storeroom. Together, they form Mortuga's collection of inexplicably cursed-looking nautical artifacts.
Maybe they do form a set.
Let's see here. Nope, doesn't say it anywhere. No based on, no inspired by.
Inspired by what?
True events. Then again, I suppose it is largely imaginary and mostly guesswork. I'd imagine that gets him off the hook. No bladed weapon of any kind was found in the room. Yes, I noticed that too.
The missing murder weapon. Classic.
Any idea where it might be, or what?
Not yet.
Okay, next. Cargo.
What's in these old wooden crates?
I don't know. I can't get them open.
What did I tell you? Always bring the crowbar. It's a big traveler's backpack. It smells like soil and grass.
When you're done smelling it, there's something in the pouch I think we should take a look at.
Ooh, a family tree. A square parchment found at the cargo has been folded up in times. Right. Oh, no. Fortuna Hall, Governor's Mayor. Governor's Manor, I mean. Yeah, the fellows are some of the people from Tangle Tower. Fortuna Fellow. I'll have to double check what the family tree is for the fellows. They might be doing a thing where, like, across multiple different games where they have a different, like an overarching adventure or something, overarching mystery. You know what I mean? That'd be cool. Emperor's Manor. Fellows. Okay.
What's in these old wooden crates?
I don't know.
What did I tell you? Always bring the... This is actually a pretty good place to hang laundry.
Assuming you want your clothes to smell like the cargo hold of a submarine. It's a tent.
It's a piece of fabric draped over a rope.
Yeah, a tent.
Hold on there, bucko. That's private, all right?
I enjoyed that she called you bucko. That's a fire hazard. This whole room is a fire hazard.
A submarine can't burn down. It's underwater. I assumed it was tea, but actually it smells like coffee.
It's unfiltered too, and there's no milk.
Hardcore.
It's not that hardcore, but...
It's a little mirror.
It could do with a polish.
You could do with a polish. It's the cargo hold.
It's made entirely out of wood.
And?
And we're in a sub... I assumed it was tea, but actually it smells
unfiltered
like hardcore.
This is actually...
Assuming you want your clothes. A pinboard?
I assume it belongs to that woman over there.
Right. We'd better talk to her first. I can barely... Oh, they must be full of something heavy.
Actually, I think they're empty.
Oh, wood is heavy.
Ah, weary travellers. Take a seat by the fire, shake out your boots.
We're not weary travelers.
Then why do you both look so haggard and trail-worn?
Ouch. There goes my self-esteem for the rest of the day.
We're detectives. I'm Grimoire, and this is Sally. We're here investigating the murder of Magnus Mortuga, your previous captain.
My captain? Oh, never. My captain is the moonlight as it shimmers across the lake. My captain is the wind as it whispers through the valley.
Who is this woman?
No idea. I kind of like her, though.
My name is Moon. Mariana Moon.
Aha. And what do you do?
I do not do. I simply am.
So, what, you're just some random traveler?
A traveller, yes, but random, never. I'm here because I chose to be. I've been searching for the Mortuga submarine for some time, you know.
How come?
How come? This thing is the motherlode.
The motherlode of what?
Of whispered half-truth, of murky rumour, of stories unspoken.
Oh, like urban myths and stuff?
Right. Urban myths and stuff.
So you're a historian.
Historian, storyteller, rambler, ambler, fireside gambler.
How long have you been here?
Well, let's see. I arrived a few hours before the captain was murdered.
Oh, dang. Really?
Quite the story, isn't it?
But you're just on the submarine because you find it, interesting.
Would that be such a crime?
No. Murder's a crime, though, pretty sure.
A merciless wind rattles the rotting wood of the old silkworm harbour. The shadow of a vessel lurking low in the night-black water. A mysterious stranger steps onto her foredeck. Cloaked in darkness, she slips inside the submarine. Who is she? What is her dark purpose?
It's you. We get it.
A mysterious stranger, I said. She descends into an ornate parlour, empty, save for a lone figure standing by the fire.
So, not empty.
He turns, his face still half hidden in flickering shadow. It is Captain Magnus Mortuga.
What was he like?
Nice guy. Stoic, but polite. Kind. He tells me to wait in the control room and then disappears off towards the back of the ship. After a little while, he comes back. But now, he's a slightly different man.
What do you mean?
The light is gone from his eyes. He seems sad, angry. He avoids my gaze as he crosses the room to take hold of the wheel. He tells me to head down the ladder towards the mess hall. Doing so, I encounter two gentlemen named Mr. Worman and Mr. Grip. Neither of them look like sailors, so I know they can't be crew. I assume they must be guests like me. And true enough, it transpires that Mr. Worman is a writer and Mr. Grip is, some kind of watch repairman. Captain Mortuga reappears, descending the ladder. He asks the two men to show me around the submarine and introduce me to the others. Then he disappears through the rear corridor. It's the last time I see him alive. Mr. Worman apologizes, explains he's too tired, and leaves through the opposite corridor. Mr. Grip, unable to come up with such an excuse, agrees to show me around. Now, I wrote this down in my diary, so I may as well let you read it.
Okay.
Imagine my excitement to finally get a good look around the Mortuga submarine. I was even given a tour by one of Mortuga's subordinates, a Mr. Godric Grip. We began by visiting a bizarre laboratory known as the Dream Chamber. It smelled of dried herbs and dusty glass, but was devoid of its dream custodian. We climbed down
Oh.
into the living quarters. An early disappointment. The captain's cabin was locked. Mr. Grip explained how Captain Mortuga mostly keeps this room locked when it's not in use. We climbed down into the living quarters, where a pair of bunk rooms sat at the end of a corridor. The first smelled of crane dust and unwatered flowers. A young woman was laying in her bed, poring over an old document. She hastily hid the document away and introduced herself as Miss Cynthia Seafoam, a name to remember, dear reader, as she will shortly become quite important. The second bunk room smelled of aftershave and desperation. The two men within, Mr. James Werman and Mr. Dirk Dansom, both appeared to be asleep, so we decided not to intrude. Next on the tour, a room inhabited, by the looks of things, by a young child who is also a stage magician. Sadly, this mythical child magician is nowhere to be seen. The room at the very end of the hallway was sealed with a heavy bulkhead door. Mr. Grip dismissed it as a storeroom that only Captain Mortuga makes use of. Perhaps you'll agree with me, dear reader, when I suggest the peculiarity of a simple storeroom being sealed off with such a significant door. Mr. Grip took me down to the cargo hold. It smells of damp wood and tarred rope. Yes, I describe it in the present tense, for it is here I sit as I write this very diary. Next door, the engine room, burnished bronze and tea-stained parchment. I learned that it's something of a nest for Mr. Grip himself, and thus was currently unoccupied. Outside, I encountered a Dr. Zacharias Zephyr, the aforementioned keeper of the dream chamber. Surprised to see us, he nearly dropped the empty glass bottle he was carrying. Clearly wishing to remove himself from the situation, the good doctor muttered something inaudible and disappeared up the ladder. We continued on into the next room, which I was amused to discover was some kind of shimmering mermaid grotto. I smelled her before I saw her. The unmistakable mix of salt, seaweed, and sequined spandex. It can only be Madame Tadpole, a name which may be familiar to long-time readers of this diary. Tadpole and I caught up, while Mr. Grip skulked in the doorway, clearly hoping this would mark the end of the
So
tour.
she knows
but
Tadpole.
it did not, dear reader. It did not.
Right, so, yes, I can see there's one more room to visit. Mr. Grip insists it's just the bilge, a dark, dank and smelly place, ill-frequented by humankind. I tell him he couldn't have sold it to me better if he'd tried. We enter the bilge, but it's too dark to see anything. Mr. Grip, who is clearly tiring of my company by this point, opens the vent in the ceiling to let in a little light. Moments later, a voice is heard, echoing down from above.
Whose voice?
A young woman, and then an older woman. I can't remember exactly what was said, but I remember thinking it sounded a little like poetry.
What happened next?
The sound of a scream, and then a dull thud.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds like a murder.
But which murder?
Anyway, by this point I've used up all my patience, so I decide to take my leave. I thank Mr. Grip for the tour and return to my new lodgings in the cargo hold. I have to put up my tent twice, as on the first attempt a sudden movement of the submarine undoes my progress. After some time, Mr. Grip and the young Miss Seafoam appear in my doorway. It seems they've come to fetch me for some kind of official submarine business. We head back towards the mess hall, Mr. Grip and Miss Seafoam heading up the ladder before me. I spot Dr. Zephyr emerging from the airlock. He has a glass bottle in one hand and what looks like an old leather bag in the other. I update him with what little information I have and attempt to catch up with the others. Laying on the floor is the body of Captain Magnus Mortuga. Amongst the living, mutterings are breaking out. Murder and mutiny, cauldrons and curses. But with Zephyr finally in attendance, Tadpole calls for order, demanding justice for her slain captain. But nobody really seems to know what to say. The next morning, it's announced that Miss Seafoam has taken over as captain. And, well, here we are.
He seems to know Tadpole. So
I first met Tadpole when she was on the road, travelling with a group of performers. She had longer hair back then, of course.
Did you see her perform?
I got to see a rehearsal, but that was it. After that, I joined their camp for the night. Tadpole and I shared some stories, you know. I told her how I'd just been on a research trip to a town on the coast called Silkworm-on-Sea. She told me how their group went around performing in local theatres and town halls and whatnot. I mentioned that Silkworm actually had a little theatre that might be a good fit.
How come you didn't stay with them longer?
Their leader was a real bad apple. I was rather keen to be shot of him. Broad shoulders, long arms, good for reaching across a wheel. He had a hard face, but soft eyes. I'd wager he was once a very handsome man.
Do you know anything about his life before the submarine? Like if he had a family?
I'd never heard mention of his parentage, no.
But he lived in Silkworm. Do you know where exactly?
The only record I found lists him as living at the Stonetop Inn and working on board the Stonetop family sailing ship.
As the captain?
As a deckhand, and eventually as the helmsman.
So how'd he end up as the captain of a submarine?
All I could dig up was a rumour that he bought the submarine from the shipyard.
He bought it?
Or maybe he commissioned to have it built. Accounts vary on that.
Either way, how could Mortuga afford to buy a submarine?
My guess is that he didn't pay with money, but made some other kind of trade.
Because I think the current captain, I think her last name is from the same people that do the deck.
So,
whatever.
Mariana,
Maria.
where are you from?
No fixed address. That's the way it's been for some time.
Oh, I see.
But you came to Silkworm looking for the Mortuga submarine. How come?
I go wherever I please, which usually amounts to wherever has the most interesting rumours.
I don't want to be rude, but do you ever have to do work to get money?
From time to time. I've taken up work as a tour guide, a historian, a performing storyteller.
But how did you wind up getting onto the submarine? Isn't it a secret?
Well, if it's such a secret, how did you do it?
I got a phone call from Cynthia Seafoam, and she told us to come to Silkworm.
And then the submarine came up to the harbor so we could get on.
Well, there we are. Perhaps that's how I did it, too.
So, Mariana, what do you make of him? Godric, I mean.
I will say, for someone with such a novel outfit, he's ever so quiet.
Quiet?
You disagree?
I thought his whole thing was to be deliberately obnoxious.
He wasn't like that with you?
Not at all. Whilst showing me around the submarine, he was mostly subdued. Didn't say an awful lot.
Maybe you make him nervous.
Maybe you make him nervous.
Snap. Okay. Oh wait, we didn't go through all the evidence.
I see you've been enjoying my map.
It's barely a map. It's closer to a list.
What about the family tree on the back?
Most of my research into Silkworm has been focused on these two family lines, the Fellows and the Stonetops.
Seems like you haven't worked out how Mortuga fits into it. His name is just floating out there by itself.
I'm not sure if he does fit into it, to be honest.
Mariana, you've got a question mark there. Someone you don't know the name of.
Ah, yes. Quite the mystery, you see. I'd heard about...
We know her name. It's Freya. You're welcome.
I never needed a compass. I prefer old-fashioned methods of navigation.
I'm pretty sure compass is the old-fashioned method.
Not as old as the sun and stars, and unlike this compass, they never break and need repairing.
I'm not sure it is broken, actually.
As much as I love an old map, I wouldn't know where to start with this. I prefer maps that show some sort of land. Or, you know, some sort of anything. That algae is still young.
Meaning?
Meaning the bottle's been in the ocean, but not for all that long. Oh, that's quite some book. Did you take it from a werewolf, perhaps? Ah, that explains it.
No, it doesn't. Sniffing it and saying that explains it does not, in fact, explain it.
This marks a pivotal moment in Silkworm's history, the day the silver snake was discovered. It also shows the two women who found it, Felicia Stonetop, that's her on the left, and Sylvia Seafoam on the right.
Hang on, we saw a statue about this in the town square, but on the statue, the serpent was shown being wrestled by a male fisherman.
Ha! Yes, well, that's history for you. It carries something of the cadaver about it. Might be the smell, rust and stagnant seawater. Perhaps it came from the ocean. Have you asked Madame Tadpole about it? There's only one thing more mysterious than a locked box, and that's an unlocked box that's been emptied of its contents.
Did you ever come across the cauldron in your research?
No, it really does seem to be something Mortuga's been keeping to himself.
What do you make of those scratch marks?
I'm not sure. They don't really look like anything made by an animal.
That's a relief. Wait, is it?
It's a piece of an old sail, roughly cut into a square.
Do you recognize this, Mariana?
Should I?
Well, we just figured since there's a moon drawn on the label.
So because my name is Moon, all moon-related things must belong to me,
Even if it's not yours, do you have any idea what it is?
It's a herbal compound of some kind. Valerian, skullcap, chamomile, and seawater.
So, not poison.
Maybe it's medicine. Would those herbs do anything in particular?
I suppose it could be a sleep aid, like a mild sedative.
Interesting.
Mariana, you visited Silkworm before, didn't you? Was Sim's magic show in the theater back then?
No, when I passed through, the theatre wasn't showing anything. This very poster was up on the walls, but they'd covered it with a banner that said cancelled.
So that must have been after Sim left, but before the theater had booked a new act.
I'm thinking Mortuga might not even be dead. You know what I mean? Like, we've got a magician, we've got a potential sleep aid here, so he might have been put to sleep, made to look like he was killed, and then, yeah, we don't know yet.
Mariana, can you tell us what these tablets are?
It's rather more difficult when it's something synthetic like this. Some kind of vitamin supplement, I believe.
All three of them?
Yes, the 3 tablets seem largely to be the same thing. Ah, now we're getting to it. The reason all of us are here, really.
How so?
The silver snake, the Mortuga submarine. Did you ever stop and wonder, why here? Why this particular part of the coast? It all stems from a single truth. There's something hiding in the water. Something big. Now, it wasn't my intent to cause you any lasting unease. Look, we 3, we're merely tourists here, passers-by. Take my advice. Keep your distance from all this, so you can still walk away at the end. I believe Mortuga used its light to alert others to the location of the submarine, on the rare occasions when he wished to do such a thing, of course.
That's how it happened with us. Although I guess it was Cynthia, not Mortuga.
You know, for some time now, I've heard stories of sailors seeing a green light in the ocean at night.
Well, I guess you have your explanation.
The problem is, several of the stories predate the Mortuga submarine. Pass it here, I'll show you something amusing. See this photograph on the inside cover?
It's a picture of Worman, isn't it?
If it is, it's a very flattering one.
It's not Worman at all. It's his rather more handsome father, Mayor Damien Dusk.
Get out. Really?
No word of a lie. I see Cynthia's proudly wielding the Seafoam S in her signature there.
Why shouldn't she?
Of course, she's well within her rights to do so, but I do think perhaps it sends a certain message.
What message would that be?
I claim this submarine in the name of the Seafoam family. Something like that, don't you think?
Okay. What is this? Okay. Alright, we're done with her. Moving on. Oh, it's basically telling me to go up there. I'll go up there in a minute. Bunk.
It's a huge iron dumbbell, made from nuts and bolts.
So, you gonna pick it up? Might be a clue.
I doubt it.
Big, blunt object like that could be a weapon. I'd say it looks pretty suspicious. Worth investigating.
I disagree. It's a suitcase. Clothes are neatly folded inside.
It smells like men's aftershave. I'm getting bergamot, cedarwood, and notes of citrus.
You done sniffing the suitcase?
It's some kind of doll.
Sally, no. It's a collectible action figure.
Same thing.
Hex of the Helmsman. Marcus Mortuga. Oh, this looks like the bad guy from that other sheet of paper, you know what I mean? Alicia Bonetown. Action figure still in its original packaging and was probably displayed in the park. Man cursed by the sea. He sees it in his nightmares. He sees it when he shuts his eyes. He cannot escape from it. But what or who is it? Renowned helmsman Marcus Mordrum is man on a singular mission who won't rest until he discovers the trust of what's really hidden beneath the swirls. Alicia Stonetop, the enigmatic sea captain, clues ship's compass and treasure map. Marcus Mordrum, the tormented helmsman, whose anchor, sword, and ship's wheel shield develop the deep, the mysterious entity from beneath the wave, clues riverside. Savers 2 coming soon. Look out for Hex of the Helmsman.
Is that a tuxedo?
You never know when you might have to go to a fancy party.
What's this in the front pocket?
It's a cell phone. It's locked.
What do you mean it's locked? How can a phone be locked?
Drag the tiles into the correct slot. Now, which ones would let me get it here? Yeah, none of them have a straight crossbar. So that's cool. Peter. Okay, I guess that works. So that one finishes up that one. Yeah, looks like this is all of them.
Oh, that was it.
Nice work. It's unlocked.
So now we can look at it?
Cell phone with a lid that flips open. It was found in the packet of tuxedo in the bunker. Ooh. Is that M&M? Yep, looks like it. Welcome, Dirk. Huh. We're in office. Big Real Studios. The office on the table. No multi-picture deal. Sci-fi laser. This could be big. Call me Steve. Hi Dirk, my name is Jimmy. I'm a big fan. I have lots of ideas for movies you could do, or you can use them for free, but please put me in the credits. Okay, thanks. Hey, Dansome, where'd you run off to? They said you went on a work trip. What the WTF? Thanks for inviting me. Oh, Steve admitted he emailed you again. This is a reminder that you are not free to take his offer. All in good time. He's still struggling. Keeps writing his first chapter over and over. I'll let you know if there's any progress. We need several new characters, lots of action, and tell him to go big with the drama, romance, and swordbacks. He's writing something, but I don't think it's going very well. He seems to be really distracted. Still struggling, keeps writing on the first chapter. Okay. Alright. We're talking about him. Look through everything on Dirk's cell phone.
There's a sink here with its own little mirror.
Looks like someone's been using it to shave.
There's a sink here with its own...
Looks like someone's been using it to shave. A bed. It's neat as a pin.
It's a punching bag.
Looks like it's been recently punched. What? It's a bunk room.
I'd kill to have a bedroom this big.
And what'd you kill?
Oh, I just picked someone for my list.
A bunch of discarded paper.
There's something typed on it.
Yeah, but I can barely make sense of it.
Kinda looks like an attempt at the first chapter of a story.
One good thing about living in a submarine. Every window has an ocean view. It's a cheap light bulb. No shade. I guess the submarine doesn't have a laundry room. Notes stuck to
Title ideas. Curse of the Captain. Scourge of the Sailor. Bane of the Bosun.
all duds. It's a teacup.
I've been on this submarine for ages and nobody's offered me a cup of tea.
You don't even like tea.
Still.
A bunch of discarded paper.
There's something typed.
Yeah, but
Kinda looks like an attempt at the first.
It's a teacup.
I've been on this submarine.
You don't even like.
Still. There's food lying around. Do they want rats? That's how you get rats.
Sally, it's a submarine. Either there are already rats, or there are no rats. It's a suitcase. Clothes are neatly folded inside.
It smells like, I'm getting notes of
You
citrus.
done sniffing the suitcase?
Okay.
Sir, if you have a minute, I'm Detective Grimoire, and this is Sal.
Two detectives, one short, one tall. Tried and true.
Hey, I'm really not that much shorter than
But which of you is the funny one?
I'd say it goes back and forth.
You still haven't told us who you are.
The name's Werman. J.D. Werman.
He's an author.
Author, journalist, let's see, what else? Famous, successful, some kind of genius, even. Oh, sure, that's why I got myself trapped in the murderous submarine.
I know who you are, Mr. Worman. I've read your book.
Oh, joy, you're fans. Of all the places.
I never said I liked the book. Maybe I hated it.
There's no way you hated it. The arcs are too tight. Each chapter leads to the next, beginning, middle, end, and bang, not a line wasted.
Damn, he's right.
So, Mr. Werman, you're a famous author.
That's what they tell me.
How did you end up on a submarine?
I came of my own volition.
Why?
I wanted somewhere quiet to work on my next novel. Minimal distractions. Not saying it's worked, but
You're writing a sequel?
trying to.
Hang on. A sequel to what?
Grimoire, are you not paying attention?
Do this.
There she is. Benefactor and burden both.
Sally, how did you know to bring the book with you?
Because Mr. Worman's local to the area. It says so right here. Hailing from a small fishing town named Silkworm-on-Sea, J.D. Werman moved to the big city to write his first novel.
My publisher wrote that. It's quite true, but she made it sound so saccharine.
So you're from the town, you moved away, and then you came back.
Now, see, you've gone too far in the other direction. That's too utilitarian.
I get going back to your hometown for peace and quiet, but then to end up on the submarine.
How did you even find out about it? Did you already know Mortuga?
Oh, I knew of him. He's a figure of some infamy, submarine included. In fact, it was good to finally put a face to the name after all those years.
So, how'd you like living on the Mortuga submarine?
I will say, as a writer, it's a boon to be aboard this thing. And the whole place is dripping with human narrative, stories practically leaking out of the walls. It's also a lot noisier than I thought it'd be. I couldn't have guessed Mortuga would basically be running a bed and breakfast down here.
It was already busy when you arrived?
Mm-hmm. Before the arrival of Mariana Moon, Dirk and I were the last two to join the gang.
It's kind of surprising there was still a bunk room free at that point.
Well, I wouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth.
What's it like sharing a room with Dirk?
Oh, we get on like a house on fire, 2 peas in a pod, that's us.
And what about everyone else?
It's a fascinating little microcosm, utterly discordant and yet somehow harmonious. At least that's how it felt before the captain was murdered. Night rolls around and I can't sleep, as usual. I say night. I'm referring to the indistinctive block of time we on the submarine have agreed to collectively refer to as night. Anyway, I'm wide awake, so I stay up to get some writing done. I don't want to deprive Dirk of his beauty sleep, so I took my typewriter out into the mess hall.
Was anyone else in there?
Godric came up a few minutes later. Brought some kind of busy work with him. So there we were, whiling away until I look up and see this woman. Mariana Moon, apparently. Good name. Probably fake, but good. She got straight to work trying to extract my entire life story, but then Mortuga shows up and we all go quiet. The guy looked miserable, and he passed straight through the room like a ghost. But before he leaves, he asks us to show Mariana around the submarine. I really didn't have the energy, so I made an excuse and left. I slept for barely an hour before a big jerk wakes me up. I'm not talking about Dirk. I mean, the submarine, it moved, tilted. Anyway, I tried to get back to sleep, but no. Now there's a scream. Dirk and I follow the sound all the way down the corridor. Symmetry's frozen in place in the doorway at the end. And behind her, Mortuga, dead, laying in front of some ancient stone cauldron. The lid of the thing flung open, like something had just burst out of it. The whole scene was otherworldly, like a painting. Then Madame Tadpole arrived, with just about everyone else trailing behind her.
Tadpole brought everyone with her, so she already knew about the murder.
From what I gather, she discovered the body and then left to go get everybody else. And you know, I really didn't want to get in her way, so I returned to my room to await further instruction.
Did you go back to sleep?
No, I couldn't. I went back to work. Figured I'd be better off keeping busy, you know.
He's got 4 fingers on his hand, whereas everyone else has 3. You know what I mean?
Madame Tadpole, simultaneously the most laid-back and most terrifying individual I've ever met.
Terrifying?
You don't feel it? To me, she gives off this indisputable, I will destroy you if I see fit to do so kind of energy.
Maybe if you get on her bad side.
Oh, I wouldn't dare. She'd crush me like a twig.
She does look pretty tough.
Who would you say is stronger, Madame Tadpole or Dirk Danson?
Well, Dirk's in good shape, but a lot of it's just for show. He's just gotta look good for camera. Meanwhile, swimming works out every muscle group. Did you know that? I didn't. Every muscle group.
I don't think Tadpole's about to fight anyone. She's so chilled out.
For now. I worry about what'll happen if you two name a culprit.
You think she might, retaliate?
If she does, I'm not gonna be the one to stand in her way.
So what made you want to become a writer?
That's all I've ever done. I was given a job writing for a newspaper when I was pretty young.
Given a job?
Yeah, friends in high places, you know.
Like who?
My father was the mayor.
Ah, that'll do it.
Did you enjoy writing for the newspaper?
Sometimes. Other times it was painfully dull. I've got a tendency to lean towards hyperbole, and the everyday goings-on in Silkworm weren't always enough to satiate me. For every rumor of a cursed man disappearing into the ocean, you'd have 10 elderly couple file complaint over garbage collection.
Rumor of a cursed man? Wait, you wrote an article about Mortuga?
Oh no, I quit before that. I left town and went off to the city to be an author.
And the result? Hex of the Helmsman.
50 national bestseller lists. As we speak, it's being translated into 5, 6, 7, 8 more languages.
Must be nice. Your first book, and it's a big hit.
I'm not complaining.
I can see why you'd be writing a sequel.
I really don't have a choice, do I? This is how things go. If you get a success, you have to keep it going.
What's kind of funny here is SFB Games. I'm not sure if, the first Tangle Tower was a success, but, this is their 3rd game there. But they also just made a game called Crow Country, which they got, overwhelmingly positive reviews, so might be a nod to that or something, who knows.
Cuts quite a figure, doesn't he? Like something from myth. He was real, of course. Flesh and blood.
I imagine you must have been curious to meet him.
As anyone would be.
Did you get to know him at all?
It's funny. Going in, I'd heard he was, the strong and silent type. But I didn't find that to be the case.
So he was friendly with you?
In his own way. The day I first arrived, he invited me into his cabin, just to talk, apparently.
What did you talk about?
He asked me about my home life, my family, my father.
Not to be rude, but why would Mortuga care about any of that?
To this day, I'm not quite sure. I think maybe he was after some kind of information about the outside world, and thought I might be a good source. You met Godric? What did you think? Personally, I like him.
I found him a little irritating, the way he kept waving that cane around.
He gave you the old welcome to Mr. Grip's Emporium treatment, eh? That's just what he's like at first. He'll settle down.
Why does he do it?
So, I have two theories on this. One, he's an introvert who falls back on his rehearsed persona when he gets nervous.
Like when meeting someone for the first time.
Right, exactly.
What's your other theory?
He assumes people will find the real him boring, not worth knowing.
I don't think your two theories are mutually exclusive. They might both be right.
So what is the real Grip like, once you get to know him?
I don't know. He's kind of like one of those savants, kind of odd, but seriously gifted. In his case with cartography, I guess? Navigation. Moon's your lead suspect, I presume.
No. Why would she be?
Well, the timeline. She shows up, and bang, Mortuga murdered.
Maybe it's just a coincidence.
I'm just saying, nobody even knows why she's here.
I'm not sure we know why you're here.
I already told you, didn't I? Genuinely, I can't remember.
Okay.
Oh, I can't stand these things. A procrastinator's worst nightmare. It's why I use the old typewriter. No distractions.
Does Dirk spend a lot of time on his cell phone?
Not in here. He goes up on deck to do it.
Why?
Who knows? It's not my business.
I noticed on the back of the box it says, Series 2 coming soon. Look out for Hex of the Helmsman 2, only in theaters. Kinda presumptuous, isn't it? Considering you haven't even written the book yet.
Thank you. That's what I said. I raised a fuss about it at the time. My objections fell on deaf ears, as usual.
Why are they so keen to make a second movie, anyway?
What else? Money. Okay, let's see. The symbol on the top left, next to Governor's Manor, that's the fellow emblem. Oh, you knew that already?
Kinda, but keep going.
Oh, that's my father's emblem on the top right, the one next to Town Hall. D for Dusk. Mayor Dusk.
Your dad was the mayor and you grew up in the town hall? Must have been nice.
Yeah, sure.
Hang on. Your dad is listed on the back here, on the family tree, and there's a line between him and Felicia Stonetop, see?
It's a stretch to call this a family tree. More like a tree of speculative conjecture. I feel like this sometimes.
What do you mean?
Cogs falling out, too many needles, all pointing in different directions.
Oh. Well, maybe you're just partway through being fixed. Sometimes you gotta make a mess in order to tidy up, you know?
You know what? That's rather eloquent. Bravo.
Grimhor, did you hear? I said something eloquent.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't listening.
A treasure map. I was looking for something like this.
Why?
So I was really banking on Mortuga having some kind of exciting secret mission. Something that justified the whole submarine thing, you know?
But he didn't?
No. In fact, he was weirdly aimless. Like he didn't even want to be here. What?
Do you know what this is?
Well, it's a bottle, isn't it? Where did you find it?
Madame Tadpole's room. She likes to collect stuff she finds in the ocean.
Does she now? What fun, what fun.
Mr. Warman, do you know what this bottle is?
Nope. No idea.
Oof.
What's that? A book?
I think so.
Let's see. Nope, not a book.
Why not?
Listen. Books don't rattle. Now this is a throwback. I cut my teeth writing local interest stories like this.
You wrote this? The review of Sim's old magic show?
I did.
But it says theater review by James Dusk. Oh, wait.
And she finally works out what the JD stands for in JD Werman.
Sorry, your name is James Dusk? And you changed it?
What's this? The world's smallest piggy bank?
What? It's not a piggy bank, is it?
Well, it's got a slot and there's something in there. I thought maybe it was a penny. It's a strong image. The ancient cauldron opened for the very first time.
It can't be the very first time. Someone must have opened it before.
Semantics.
So, what do you think was inside?
Does it matter?
I'm pretty sure it does. It might explain how or why Mortuga died.
True. The murder weapon, maybe?
Like a knife?
Sure, why not? It would explain the scratches on the inside, after all.
I guess.
The Stargazing Girl. Sounds like a good title for something.
Like a book? Or a film?
A one-woman play, surely. Picture of a moon. Tried asking Mariana Moon?
Wow, never would have thought of that.
Occam's razor, my dear.
Who? I don't think we've met him yet.
Great pull quotes. That's some strong marketing for a small-town theater.
Did you ever see the show?
Yeah, I did, as part of my old newspaper job.
Why is it called Lady of the Looking Glass?
The central trick was Symmetry talking to herself in a mirror, only sometimes the reflection didn't move with her.
How did she do it?
My guess is the mirror can switch between being reflective and being see-through glass. You know, looking through to a second Symmetry on the other side.
An identical twin, maybe?
Probably just a very good dummy. How I wish I'd remembered to bring painkillers.
Are any of these painkillers?
Unfortunately, no. They're just supplements. And nice, harmless, organic ones, too. They wouldn't even take the edge off a headache.
Have you ever seen this painting before? Before the submarine, I mean.
Yeah, it used to hang in the Stone Top Inn. For a little while, at least.
Really? Seems like it would scare away all the customers.
Nah, old sailor types love stuff like this. It's a conversation piece, isn't it? I tried asking Mortuga what this was.
No luck?
He just said it was something he'd picked up on his travels.
Picked up where? Floating somewhere in the middle of the ocean?
Yeah. I assume so. So, you've read it, Sally, but Grimoire hasn't?
Nope. What's it about?
I'd really rather not reduce it to a single sentence.
It's about a guy named Marcus Mordoom looking for something called the Devil of the Deep.
And does he find it?
I just think it'd be better if you took the time.
Yeah, kind of. It gets a little abstract towards the end.
So what, it's just Marcus Mordoom on a ship, and that's it?
We're talking about several themes carefully laid on top of each other.
It's also a love story. Marcus is in love with a woman named Belicia. She's his captain.
I don't see her on the cover.
Really, all the nuance is lost if we just...
No, she's there. Kinda. Like I said, it gets abstract.
I'll take your word for it.
If you'd like to read it, I have a spare copy you could...
Nah, that's okay. No time.
Let's have a look. Murder victim locked himself in the room. Body discovered. No weapon found. Cauldron open for the first time. Yeah, nice. Just enough information to hook you without giving too much away. Cynthia knows what she's doing.
Okay. I think I'm Submarine. Well, now for the next guy.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
It's going good, I think.
Awesome. Yeah. I'm Dirk, by the way. Who are you guys?
I'm Grimoire, and this is Sally.
Oh, cool. So you're the detectives?
Yeah, we're here to investigate the murder of Magnus Mortuga.
Oh, yeah, it's a major bummer, honestly. He was a pretty stand-up guy. I mean, sure, kind of an oddball, but like in a good way, I mean, he was
Dirk, you didn't tell us your surname.
Oh, right. Sorry. Dirk Dansom, actor. So, yeah, anyway, hi. And what can I do for you folks?
He's adorable. Can we keep him?
No, you'd forget to feed him.
I would, yeah.
So, Dirk, you're an actor. What kind?
Oh, well, so for ages, I just did commercials. And then about a year ago, I finally got cast in a movie.
Nice. Anything I've seen?
Well, it's called Hex of the Helmsman. I played the helmsman.
Marcus Mordoom?
Oh, you've seen it?
No, but I read the book.
Oh, man, the book is gnarly. I mean, I'm not usually one for reading, but I actually finished it. Yeah, the whole thing.
Congrats.
The author's a stand-up dude, too.
J.D. Worman. You know him?
Well, yeah, he's sitting right over there. You should go talk to him. Super friendly, loves meeting new people.
I bet.
Was your movie a success, Dirk?
Yeah, man, it's making megabucks.
Are you going to make a sequel?
Well, you know, they want to move on that ASAP, but, you know, we're not ready to start filming yet.
And what? You're taking your vacation on a submarine while you wait?
No, I'm just tagging along here with Worman. Yeah, he wanted to take a trip out here, and I figure, yeah, you know, the more the merrier.
What do you make of the Mortuga submarine?
Man, this place is wild. It's like something out of a weird old book. Nobody back home is gonna believe any of it.
How do you like living here?
Honestly, mixed bag. You know, so I love meeting all the weirdos that ended up down here. You know, all kinds of people I'd normally never rub shoulders with, you know. But man, is it dark. I mean, there's no sun, no day, no night. You barely even feel the time passing. Listen, if you're not careful, it'll get you. No, for real.
You seem to be holding out.
Ha, well, thanks. You know, so far so good.
How long has it been?
Worman and I arrived a couple of weeks ago. We're the most recent arrivals, aside from Mariana.
It's lucky they still had this room free. You ended up with pretty nice living quarters.
I guess. I never really thought about it.
Dirk, you're basically just a passenger, am I right? You don't have a job here on the submarine?
Well, you know, I set myself personal goals.
Like what?
Like, well, I was trying to find out everyone's birthday. I got Cynthia's, Grip's, Tadpole's. Oh man, that one took some doing. Yeah, she does not like to share personal info, let me tell you. Mortuga, though? Brick wall, dude. He would not give me the goods. I got woken up when the submarine did a weird kind of movement, like a sudden tilt. It woke Worman up too. So yeah, we were both sitting there, awake, not sure what's going on. At some point, I got curious what time it was, so I looked at my watch. But you know, as I was looking at it, it freaked out. Oh, the hands moving all over, and like they were trying to point in all directions at once, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I didn't have any more time to think about it since then we heard this scream. Yeah, Worman and I left our room, went through the mess hall and towards the storeroom at the end. It was unlocked. Sim was standing in the doorway. Mortuga was on the floor, totally dead. I tried to help Sim, pull her away. Worman, though, he just stood there, staring. Like, didn't look away once. It was like he was trying to commit it to memory or something. Although, I don't think he noticed the person outside.
Sorry, what?
Outside the submarine. Yeah, I saw someone swim down past the window. I couldn't tell who it was, though.
Okay. What did you do next?
I wasn't sure what to do, to be honest. Luckily, Tadpole showed up a short while later, and she kind of took charge. Grip and Cynthia showed up next, then Mariana, then Zephyr. Tadpole wanted to know what had happened, but nobody had any answers for her. It was bad vibes all around. Sim and Cynthia left first, then Worman, then me and Mariana. We left around the same time. So, yeah, I went back to my room. Worman was there already. He'd gone straight back to work. And, that's all I got. Can I stop talking now? Tadpole? Oh, she's awesome. Got all kinds of stories. It takes some work to get them out of her, but it's totally worth it. Like, get this. I found out she used to be a rescue diver, but they banned her for being too good.
How can you be too good at that?
I don't know. She'd go too deep, stay under too long, break all the guidelines,
Huh.
I gotta say, no disrespect to Cynthia, but I'm disappointed Tadpole didn't become the new captain.
What, did Tadpole say she wanted to be captain?
No, I just think she'd be really good at it. I mean, she's smart, brave, plus she knows all about the ocean. I mean, come on. Dirk Dansom, 6'2", blonde, athletic, passionate, adaptable, amenable.
Okay, you're hired. Please stop.
And how long have you been an actor?
Oh man, I've been trying to break into it for like forever, but I was getting nowhere until Mr. Vanderpeer said he wanted to hire an unknown for his new project, Hex of the Helmsman. It's kind of a fantasy horror adventure. I play mysterious anti-hero Marcus Mordoom. He's pretty much the main guy.
So you went from getting no work to getting the lead in a big movie.
Crazy, right?
So you're rich and famous now?
Well, I mean, yeah, right? I mean, hello?
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Worman's my good buddy. Yeah, he's like the cranky older brother I never had.
How did you become friends?
Oh, it was mandated by the film studio.
What?
Well, I played the lead in the movie version of Worman's book, so the studio figured we needed to be friends.
And now he's writing his next book, a sequel.
Yeah, dude, Hex of the Helmsman 2, The Revenge Unleashed. Or whatever, I don't think he actually has a title for it yet, or a story outline, or actually anything. I kind of feel bad for him, honestly. It's a lot of pressure, you know?
Dirk, your work and Worman's work, they're kind of intertwined, aren't they?
How do you mean?
You can't make your next movie until Worman's written his next book.
Oh, sure. I mean, that's true, I guess.
Interesting.
He staged a murder to give him inspiration.
Listen, I heard the dude died because of a curse. Is that true?
No, there's no evidence of a curse.
Oh, still.
Did you get to know Mortuga before he died?
Man, I tried. Dude was not much for conversation. You know, I tried explaining how I'm an actor playing a character that's kind of similar to him. Figured he'd be stoked.
Let me guess. He was not, in fact, stoked.
Actually, I tell a lie. There was one thing Mortuga wanted to talk to me about.
Oh, yeah?
He was super curious about contracts.
Like the legal documents?
Yeah, he wanted to know how they work. Like, how they can be used to make people do stuff or not do stuff.
Weird.
Do you know why Grip's running a shop down in the engine room?
I don't know, he's just doing what he's good at.
Which is what?
You know, fixing compasses and stuff.
It's kind of a niche skill set.
You say that, but I heard he ran a pretty successful business back in the town.
Yeah, we saw it on our way here. It's boarded up now, like everything else.
Dirk, did he ever mention why he closed it down?
From what I gather, it was making him money, but it wasn't making him happy. You know, he wanted to put all those navigation skills to use and actually head out on an adventure. Mariana? Huh, man, she's really living out the escapist fantasy. I gotta say, I'm impressed.
That's if you believe what she says. I think she might be making some of it up.
Hey, you know, it's funny you say that. I did notice something the other day.
Oh?
Well, she's supposed to be all like old-timey and stuff, right? But she was really curious about my cell phone.
Curious how?
Well, she was asking what make it was, what model number, you know, like really specific stuff.
Huh.
The hacker.
This is yours, Dirk?
We literally found it in the pocket of your tuxedo.
How'd you know for sure it's my tuxedo?
Dirk, show me one other living soul on the submarine that could even conceivably own a tuxedo.
I am officially living the dream. How many people can say they're an action figure?
I'll admit it. I'm jealous.
You carry this thing around everywhere you go, Dirk.
Of course, but I'm super duper careful to keep it in mint condition.
Mint condition? I really wouldn't say.
Yeah, you know, they told me if I leave it in the box, it'll be worth way more in the future.
Yeah, do you have the whole set? Looks like there are 2 other figures in the series.
Oh no, they only gave me this one. My co-star Julie has the other 2. It's a map of Silkworm? I don't know much about the town. You'd be better off asking someone else. Grip must have really steady hands working with all those small parts, huh? I could never. Oh, sweet. Treasure map.
Yeah, it doesn't specifically say it's a treasure map.
Dude, there's a big red X. You gotta assume that's a treasure.
Big chest of gold doubloons, you think?
Oh man, that would be awesome. Although thinking about it, do you think anywhere still takes doubloons? That's my bottle.
What? It really?
Well, yeah, that's one of my non-alcoholic beers. Of course, someone's waxed up the top and put a whole bunch of green stuff on the bottom. What's that?
It belongs to Madame Tadpole, but it's locked.
Oh, a combination lock. Let me try. Yep, got it.
How did you know the code?
Easy. It was her birthday.
Huh.
Oh, hey, before she turned blue. It's actually a shallow box with a number of objects up inside. The inside of the box smells of cigar smoke and alcohol. Hyana, professional swimmer, currently traveling, looking for work. We'll have to think of an angle, but I think it'll work. Stuff doesn't claim to be a keeper. Moon, caught snooping, taking photos. She says she's on the trail of a will. Bay in the neck, but she's a natural storyteller. Might be able to put her to use. Yeah, it's got her phone number in there. Fortuna. Her theater's seen better days, but still the best spot in town to set up. Tried to cut a deal, but she's being tight-fisted. Might be a problem. Okay, we are back. Minor disconnection there. Let's go to the eye.
Someone lose an eye?
It's not real.
Oh. Oh, it's got a weird smell.
So?
So maybe try asking Mariana about it. She's got a wicked sense of smell, like a dog. I'm serious. Man, Mortuga really was an odd duck, wasn't he? I mean, who owns something like this? What's it even for?
It used to be locked, so I think he kept something inside it.
Oh, what? And it got stolen? The thing? Whatever it was?
Maybe, yeah.
Whoa, I wonder where it is now.
Hard to say, since we don't know what we're looking for. But somewhere on the submarine, I guess.
Not necessarily. Someone could have thrown it into the ocean.
Oh, great.
What's the deal with those holes along the sides?
They're from when it was a sail.
Why would a submarine need a sail? Someone dropped their perfume? Bummer, that stuff can get expensive. Huh. Who's that little Grim Reaper guy in the drawing?
I'm not sure. You recognize it?
It does seem kind of familiar for some reason. Oh, you found my tablets.
What are they?
Vitamin D, all 3 types.
That's the one you get from sunlight.
Yeah, I gotta take it while I'm down here, since I'm not getting natural light, you know?
How come you left them in the mess hall?
I figured the others might benefit from them. Not sure I had any takers, though. Her. Deliberately vague title. Love it. I've seen this chained up on the foredeck. It's kind of intimidating, huh?
It's a boy.
For real? Huh. It has long hair, so I always figured it was a girl. Whoa, this is a first edition. Yeah, whose is this?
It's mine.
You gonna get Wormo to sign it?
No, I hadn't planned on it.
He'd do it if you asked. I bet he'd even do a little doodle on the inside cover.
Okay, maybe I do want that.
I assume you've read it, Dirk?
Of course, dude. First thing I did when I landed the part in the movie.
What did you think?
Loved it. I never thought about the sea so much in my whole life. It's almost like the ocean in the book. It represents something bigger, you know? So, Cynthia hired you to solve the murder, huh?
Pretty much.
How much do you charge? Is it like a day rate or what?
Oh, it depends.
Just ballpark it. How much did you make from the last case you solved?
Good question. Grimoire, how much did we make from the Tangle Tower case?
Well, you know, extenuating circumstances, being what they were.
You never secured the payment, huh?
You fool. Get this one before we get that. Dream chamber.
That guy is staring at us.
He sure is.
I think we'd better talk to him before we touch any of his stuff.
Fine.
That guy is staring
He
at
sure
us.
is.
I think
Fine.
that guy is
He
staring.
sure is.
I think.
Fine.
Hello, sir?
Two strangers, emissaries from the world above.
Yeah, hi. I'm Detective Grimoire, and this is Sally.
State your business, and speak only the truth.
Well, we're here on the request of the captain.
Impossible. The captain is dead. Unless you received a missive from beyond the veil. I should have foreseen this, but now that I'm faced with it, it seems inevitable.
No, sorry, she meant the new captain. Captain Seafoam.
Cynthia.
She's asked us to investigate the murder of Magnus Mortuga. We have to talk to all the suspects.
Speaking of, can I ask your name?
Zacharias Zephyr, the Dream Doctor.
Dream Doctor? I don't think I've met one of those before.
That is correct. You have not. I alone hold the title.
Because you made it up?
That is correct.
So, Dr. Zephyr, what does a Dream Doctor do exactly?
He studies the parapsychological qualities of dreams.
Parapsychological?
Yeah, that's like psychics and telepathy and stuff, isn't it? How does that relate to dreams?
Dreams are transmissions comprised of spirit energy from another dimension.
Oh, sure. I mean, that's common knowledge.
What kind of other dimension?
Spirit energy originates in the spirit realm, of course.
Like the afterlife?
That is but one of many names.
So, have you made any kind of discoveries or breakthroughs?
Nothing I can meaningfully explain to you in your current state.
What about all the stuff in here? What does it all do?
Specialist instruments, most of them too complex or too subtle for you to comprehend.
I don't know. It mostly looks like a bunch of old junk.
It is an unrivaled collection of rare artifacts.
All right. What's the rarest thing you've got?
My rarest items are not for the viewing public.
Okay, now I have to see what they are.
The pull of the unknown. I realized I should have lied and showed you something of middling rarity to throw you off the scent.
Lesson learned, huh?
How come there's a room like this in the submarine anyway?
When I arrived, it was but a simple infirmary. After I set up my equipment, we renamed it the Dream Chamber.
And how long have you been here?
I was the first person to be invited on board. I joined Magnus here shortly before the submarine's maiden voyage.
So, presumably, you know why Mortuga became a submarine captain?
Why?
Yeah, like, where was he going? What was he doing?
He simply told me he'd acquired a submarine and would be living in it for an undisclosed amount of time.
That's all he told you? Yet surely there was more to it.
I don't doubt it. He was a man of secrets, every bit as much as I.
So when you started off, it was just the two of you. But now it's, what, 8 people?
We were 9 souls, now 8. I'm not counting either of you.
Yeah, I figured.
Why did Mortuga want so many people on the submarine?
Only a few of them were invited on board by Magnus like I was. The others crossed paths with him merely by the winds of fortune.
Okay, for a moment it looked like his right hand had 4 fingers, and then his left had 3.
The last dream before waking. A single phase. Non-lucid. Focus is soft but heavy. All is dark. The endless void. A low voice speaking a forbidden language. Emerging from the beshroudal of the night black sea. A face. Larger than I had known a face could be. I wake. The room is bathed in green light.
A green light? Like from the wooden boy?
Not dissimilar, but 1,000 times more potent. I leave my chambers, heading for the airlock in which I have some business. I meet Cynthia in the parlor as she emerges from the control room. I notice she is clutching the ship's compass. She also appears visibly upset. Like me, Cynthia's on her way to the lowest deck. She departs and I follow behind. I wait as Cynthia converses with Madame Tadpole at the base of the second ladder. Madame Tadpole ascends the ladder. She is moving with haste and purpose. She requests that I go immediately to the storeroom at the end of the corridor.
Did you go?
as soon as I'd concluded my business.
Which was?
Nothing of great import, merely something I needed to collect from the airlock.
So you went to the airlock, and then you went to the storeroom?
I did, right after I stopped off at my chambers. You understand, I first needed to return certain items to their designated storage locations, after which I truly did do as Madame Tadpole had requested. I did ultimately regret my dallying. As it transpired, she had wished to inform me of Magnus Mortuga's death, and there his body lay, in the shadow of his stone cauldron, his blood pooling beneath him. A potent unease was already germinating amongst the group. Doubts were beginning to be sown, and fingers were beginning to point. Magnus Mortuga was a man of great will and great strength. It is hard, still, to accept that he has left us. It really is fortuitous that Madame Tadpole found her way to the Mortuga submarine. Not only is she unusually well suited to living within the confines of the ocean, but she was also unusually compatible with Magnus Mortuga. As far as I know, the two formed a sincere friendship.
Huh. I wonder if she knows any of his secrets.
She may just. I'm to believe Tadpole had taken it upon herself to discover the source of Mortuga's internal anguish. In her words, she wished to understand him so that she could help him. It was in the course of this endeavor that she began scouring the ship for information. On one occasion, I entered the captain's cabin to speak with Magnus, but instead I discovered Tadpole quite alone, trawling through his bookshelf. I asked her what she was looking for. She said she didn't know.
Oh, there's a similar star figure on the side of that bell at the captain's. Okay, so basically he said that J.D. Werman was acting very strange, seeing the death of Mortuga. And going forward, let's go.
I noticed Mr. Dansom was quite determined to hold conversation with Magnus.
What did Dirk want to talk to Mortuga about?
Nothing. It was the act of conversation itself he was after. First-hand experience of Mortuga's mannerisms, affectations, and vocabulary. When I inquired as to why Mr. Dansom held fascination for such things, he said simply, research.
Okay.
How did you meet Mortuga?
It was on my first visit to Silkworm many years ago. I was merely passing through, so I stayed at the inn where Magnus was working at the time.
So Mortuga was just an innkeeper at this point?
Not even. The innkeeper was a woman named Felicia Stonetop. Magnus merely worked under her charge. The two of them split their time between running the inn and running a small sailing ship.
Sounds like quite a nice life.
It is hypothesized that Miss Moon was embroiled in some form of deal with Magnus Mortuga.
What kind of deal?
What would she give him? Money?
His heart beat not for money and things.
What did it beat for?
People. Kinship.
So, Mariana gave him a person?
Maybe information about a person, or how to find a person.
So, Dr. Zephyr, I'm guessing you don't have an actual doctorate.
Correct. I walk not the path of formal academic recognition, not for lack of trying, you understand. 8 separate institutions turned me away, asserting that my ideas were, quote, incompatible with our modern world. They forget, of course, that the modern world is a fleeting and ever-changing thing. Indeed, all of history's greatest scientists battled with such short-sighted stubbornness.
So, you want to be one of history's greatest scientists, and fundamentally change how we view the world?
Is that so much to ask?
I mean, yeah, it might be.
So then how did you end up studying dreams?
It was the result of acquiring a particular specimen. It opened up new ways to study the subconscious mind.
A specimen? Like what? An animal?
Yeah, I'm picturing like a lizard floating in a jar of formaldehyde.
Something like that.
So, what are you working on now? Here in your dream chamber?
I am studying subconscious spirit transmissions, analyzing their meaning, their intention.
Do you need to be in a submarine to do that?
Of course not. However, positioning myself here affords me other opportunities.
Like what?
The possibility of studying the most important specimen of all. If her transmission could be analyzed, interpreted, it would be an unparalleled discovery.
Her?
She is all that stirs in the minds of men that they shall never know. A being known only as the Mermaid.
A person?
I've told you all I know.
Then apparently you don't know much at all.
Correct. He joined us about a week or so after we first left port. He caused problems almost immediately.
How come?
Godric made some kind of official request, but Magnus had denied it. Their disagreement was something to do with navigation. For my own sake, I stayed out of it.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's ask him about the her painting
I
first.
believe this to be a depiction of a being known as the Mermaid. However, I've nothing to compare it with, as it's the only depiction I know of.
It doesn't look much like a mermaid.
It doesn't look much like anything, really. Except for the fact it's got a face. At least, I think that's a face.
Stories alluding to such a being were the reason I traveled to Silkworm in the first place. However, I was disappointed to discover that nobody in town seemed to know what I was talking about. It seems to be a secret held by only a very select few. I have no interest in such a device. It is merely the debris of an exoteric society. It holds no energy.
Sure it does. It says right there. Battery, 23%.
Why is it still encased in polypropylene?
Makes it more valuable to a collector. Surely you get it. You're a kind of collector, aren't you?
I collect only one-of-a-kind items, and only those with significant provenance.
Technically, this does have significant provenance, since it's owned by Dirk, and he's the actor who plays the character.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's been trying to piece together Silkworm's history by the looks of it.
We noticed Mortuga's on there, but his name's not connected to anyone else.
Did he ever talk about his family? Or where he came from?
He never spoke of his heritage, no. The ship's compass. I witnessed Cynthia carrying this from the control room the night Magnus was murdered.
Yeah, I think it broke. She was taking it to get fixed.
Odd, it's never broken before. There must be a connection. If only it hadn't been torn in two, then I could be sure.
Of what?
The branch of red coral, at the base of the map. I'm wondering if that's the treasure you'd find if you traveled to the X marked in the center. It's an incantation sealed in a glass bottle. Traditionally, you might bury such a thing under the floorboards of your house to protect from black magic.
What about if you threw it into the ocean? Would that do anything?
Likely it would have no effect. The ocean is simply too large to be held to account in this way. It seems I'm not the only curiosity collector on board. This book, if it is indeed a book, has clearly got a story to tell. This is where I first learned about Miss Silkmoth and her residence at the Fortuna Hall Theater.
This was after you'd started living in the Submarine.
Correct.
So Mortuga had the newspaper on board with him?
Only this solitary page. That belonged to Magnus Mortuga, but I suppose it should pass along to Cynthia.
Cynthia doesn't get all of Mortuga's stuff just because she took over as captain, surely?
Of course not. However, I imagine at some point Cynthia may wish to unlock the captain's cabin.
She'd need a glass eyeball to do that?
Naturally. While it holds the pretense of being an eyeball, in truth, it is a key. Before we left port on the submarine's maiden voyage, Magnus asked a favor of me. He wished for me to venture into the Stonetop Inn, collect this cauldron, and bring it on board.
Why couldn't he do it himself? He'd have been strong enough, surely.
I'm not sure exactly. I was already preparing to bring a large amount of heavy equipment on board. I suppose Magnus considered it logical to fold the cauldron into that set.
Was it shut? And locked?
Shut, locked, and covered with the sailcloth. Magnus never told me what he kept inside it, if that's what you're asking. It's the cloth that Magnus used to cover the cauldron.
Why would he need to keep it covered?
Either to keep it away from prying eyes, or perhaps he concealed it for his own benefit.
Dr. Zephyr, is this yours?
I don't immediately recognize it.
You sure? It really looks like something that'd belong to you.
Of course, I do concede that I have many similar bottles here in my dream chamber, so it's wholly possible that it originated in my collection.
Nice answer. Totally non-committal.
As good as they were, it was not Miss Silkmoth's politricks that interested me. Rather, I was interested in the base mindset they were a symptom of. In particular, her ruminations upon the great unknowns of life and death. There are clues to it, right here. Look at the choice of words. Unfathomable, inconceivable. And on the reverse, you need only look at the chosen subject matter for her newest work.
It's a Grim Reaper.
Bottled sunlight. It appears somebody's looking to protect themselves from vampires.
There's no vampire on board, is there?
Of course not.
What about Mortuga?
I'll admit, it was a rumor for a time.
How long has this been chained to the foredeck? Do you know?
Since the conception of the submarine, as far as I know. The conception of its current incarnation, I should say. The wider history of the vessel reaches back a good deal further, of course. A bit of light reading,
It's a book about a hex.
So I see, a charming pulp adventure by the looks of it. It seems our collective fate hangs on the outcome of your investigation.
I guess.
This is a good thing. It is high time for a shifting of the tides.
What do you mean?
There are too many souls aboard this ship, many of them seeking things they shall not find.
Now we can look at all this
It's
stuff.
a weird glass bottle.
It is the hex bottle.
Yeah, I knew that.
Glass bottle with a strange object floating inside was found in the dream chamber. Okay.
I can't see.
Good. Because I couldn't reach the stuff at the top if I wanted to. What's on those wall charts?
Sacred geometry.
Is that a heavy metal band?
I mean, probably. I can't
Good.
see.
Because I couldn't. What's on those wall charts?
Sacred
Is
geometry.
that a heavy metal band?
I mean, probably. It's a weird crystal orb,
It is the fog ball.
if you say so.
Something is swirling.
I wonder how it gets electricity.
Yeah, I would recommend that you don't wonder about that. It's a weird metal helmet.
It is the dream helmet.
Of course it is.
Oh, okay. Same kind of symbol as in the other thing. The only piece of equipment found on Dr. Zephyr dream chamber, a large brass funnel, is attached to the top. Parallel on the goggles. Curiously, the goggles are fully opaque. You can't see anything when wearing them.
Tired?
I worry if I slept in that thing, I'd get transformed into a monster or something.
I worry that sleeping at a 45-degree angle would be bad for my back.
You are old. A set of small glass bottles.
Poison?
Might just be perfume.
I'll meet you in the middle at poisoned perfume.
Drag the bottle caps and swap them to the correct droplets. Crimson hue upon the lid. Okay. Or it could be that one. Aerated with effervescence. So one of the bubbling ones, so exhales a curious vapor. So one of the ones is on. Drips fall with a hurried cadence. Gluttonous viscosity. Oh. Probably. Goes like that. It still has a crimson hue. Another label. Fall with a hurried cadence. Alright, this is the crow. This probably goes right there. Fastest one is. Drip fall with a hurried cadence. Conspicuous X upon the label. Alright, crimson hue upon the label, aerated with effervescence, tails a curious vapor, drips fall with hurried cadence, sure, sorry.
Nope. 6 bottles, each with a dropper and a cap on top of that dropper.
I guess each bottle has a specific cap that matches it.
Crimson hue, so it's one of these 3. Oh, this one could. Curated with effervescence, curious, it's conspicuous X upon the label. So the X could be any of these.
There we go.
Nice.
Okay.
Is anything going to happen?
The glass moved.
Let's take a closer look at that bookshelf. This one's not really a book.
Looks more like a magazine.
Caretaker's Collective Quarterly Issue. Oh! I think we saw that face somewhere before. I think on... Oh, yeah! It looks like that's probably the face that was used in the act. Lillian's Locket, Silver Snake Skull, So, the name of the game originally was going to be the Mermaid's Tongue, but they renamed it to the Mermaid Mask, so that's worth noting. Lillian Lucien was a witch of some opinion before her ultimate timely end at the hands of a curse. Some say the lack of effects from curses, others suggest that it absorbs them, imbibing their power. This body skull of the mysterious silkworm serpent. Ooh, notably it has no eye sockets. Use discretion, as several high-quality fakes are in circulation. Okay. Made from unknown material, 90% similar to gold, hand is said to be able to touch ghosts. Mermaid's tongue said to facilitate communication with she who lies beyond the veil. So this is probably something that requires a key to operate. Both the key and the mermaid's tongue itself are rumored to be lost at sea. Name your price.
The 7 secrets of
Onirology?
The Seven Secrets of Onirology by Edward Edmonton.
Prophecy from Parapsychology by Halcyon Hardwick. It is Speaking If You Are Listening by Carl Cavendish.
Divine Exolinguistics by Mary Moralla.
Ooh, what is that back there?
I think I can see a face in there.
That's probably just pareidolia.
Who?
The human habit of seeing faces where there aren't... Okay, no, I just saw it too.
It's the Mermaid Mask.
A Ghost Rises Before Me by Joseph Jenkins.
The Magician of the Soul by Annabel August.
A Dusty Old Cloth. I think I can see...
That's probably
Who?
just... The human habit of... Okay, no, I just saw it too.
Big glass bell jars with...
If I had a penny for every time we go somewhere and there's big glass bell jars with creepy things inside.
Got an achievement for examining that dark pool.
I can't see.
Good. Because I...
Well, see, as we are in here, let's re-ask him about the clues.
What is this, anyway?
It is what it says it is, a quarterly journal of listings and inquiries.
I noticed the prices are listed as ounces, and that's gold, I'm pretty sure.
These numbers are merely a way to ascribe a universal value. Most transactions take the form of a trade, exchanging items of equivalent worth.
Oh, wait, so are these things that people have and they want to sell? Or is it stuff people want to buy?
Both.
What about that last one? The mermaid's tongue.
Likely the most contentious item ever to be listed in the journal. Desperately coveted by those who believe, and disdained by those who don't.
Those who believe what?
That such a thing could even exist.
They really knocked it out of the park with the voice actor for this guy. He's pretty cool.
How come the goggles are blacked out?
It is a weighted sleeping mask.
To induce REM sleep?
Correct.
What's REM sleep?
That's the kind of sleep where you dream.
Aha. So what's the big funnel on top?
It is an energy filter.
So it filters the dreams as they come out of your head?
The opposite.
It filters the dreams on their way into your head?
Correct.
Oh yeah, dreams are transmissions from another dimension. I forgot.
But what's the point of filtering them? What does it do?
To study the transmission, it is first necessary to change the format of the energy signature.
Oh, like when you change a WAV to an MP3.
This is a syntax with which I am not familiar.
I always pronounce it wave because it's a waveform, you know what I mean?
Where do you get this from?
It is on loan from Miss Silkmoth.
So it's for some kind of magic trick.
I thought it was a crystal ball, like a fortune teller would use.
Indeed, it is a divining orb of a sort. However, I am not using it to see into the future, for such a pursuit is not but folly and nonsense.
Right. But I'm sure whatever you're using it for is totally rational and sensible.
Do not question the orb.
I'm always telling him that.
Okay, I'll bite. What's a hex bottle?
It is a glass container with a hex inside.
A hex like a magic spell?
I've been forthcoming thus far. Unusually so for a man of my nature. However, certain things I shall be keeping to myself, especially if it has no bearing on your investigation.
What if we can prove it's got something to do with the murder, or the crime scene?
Ah, well then you'd have forced my hand, wouldn't you?
Okay.
Locked.
Use item. Use the eyeball.
That's the one.
Captain's cabin.
It's a treasure chest. Someone's peeking out from inside.
Hello?
Handmade radio. Small handheld radio hidden in the captain's cabin. It seems to be broken. An S for, what's her face? Huh.
It's a treasure chest. Someone's...
Hello? What's that on the wall?
No idea. It's written in a language I don't recognize.
What's that on the wall?
No idea. It's written in a language I don't recognize.
It's Mortuga's bookshelf.
A lot of these aren't books.
Scroll shelf.
What's that saying? If walls had eyes?
Something like that. It's Mortuga's
A lot of these aren't...
scroll shelf. There's a globe.
With all 7 seas.
And it's a ship in a bottle.
Really? What ship is it?
Ship in a bottle, wooden ship in a glass bottle. It was on Mortuga's desk. Okay. Ooh, and there's an eyedropper in there. Some lady as the figurehead, and
Would you not shake it like that? You're gonna break it.
I think it already is broken. Listen. Something got loose on the inside.
A candle on a skull on a book.
So was Mortuga a pirate or what?
I don't think he actually did any pirating. I'd say he was pirate adjacent. Mortuga's desk.
Anything in the drawers?
Just dust. Mortuga's desk.
Anything in
just dust.
Is that a bell?
I think so.
Why is it hanging over the desk?
okay. Well, here's the moon. Here's another gear, like in the top of the chest. Ooh, another gear. Oh, it looks like this might be what opens up the chest. Heavy iron bell hanging over Mortuga's desk in the cabin.
It's a painting.
It's beautiful. Probably haunted, but beautiful.
A framed painting of a woman found in the cabin, kept his cabin. There's a metal plaque under the base of the frame with the word "her" engraved on it. Ooh. And to get the stone in place. And Mother finally let me have the map, most of it anyway. The important bits are still there. Problem, I spent all last night trying to decipher the actual coordinates. I couldn't do it. Magnus couldn't do it either, but he said we could pay someone to do it for us. So I put him in charge of that while I make preparations of the ship. I wanted to turn around and go back to Silkworm. Empty-handed? Never. So all the way there, he was sulky and moody. Even more so than usual. I mean, he can be such a baby sometimes. Didn't let it bother me because, as I had known it would, the moment he saw the green light, his curiosity got the better. Hauled it up, took forever, it's super heavy, and I really don't want any of it to get damaged. Once it's on deck, Magnus put his arms around it to turn the things. He can just about reach, but I told him not to do it like that. Might not be safe since we don't know exactly what will happen. So I said we could do it together, one each. That worked just fine. But we... Okay. It's a weird circle part up here. I don't know what's going on there.
So, who is it? Grimoire.
Let's make sure to ask everyone about this.
Everyone.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what kind of responses we get.
Okay, important then.
It's an old birdcage.
Minus the bird.
Storage boxes.
Why keep them in here, I wonder?
Where else would they be?
A storage room?
Storage boxes.
Why keep them in
Where
here?
else would they be?
A storage room?
Nice window.
It looks directly out the back of the ship.
The ship?
Yeah, you know, the submarine.
Okay. Do we want to go here or Let's go try to get as much information out of all these people. Well, then again, that's what I did last time, and it ended up taking a long time.
Dirk's got a little crush on me, pretty sure.
Cute.
He's a good egg, but he's not my type. I don't go in for the Boy Scout look. Now, if he grew a beard, then I'd be open for negotiation.
Sure, I could see that.
Sorry, could we maybe talk about something more relevant?
Now, when Werman got here, that's when things got interesting.
Why? Because he's a famous author?
Oh no, I don't care about that. I don't read pulp literature.
Oh, right.
Then what's so interesting?
Okay, so, Werman's from Silkworm, just like Mortuga. And after he arrived on the submarine, Mortuga spent a lot of time talking with him.
Wait, you think they knew each other from before? From when they both lived in the town?
No, but I do think they share a connection.
Like, maybe they have a mutual friend or something?
Something like that.
Then it seems like Mortuga would have wanted Werman on the submarine if he had something to gain from it, even if it was just information.
What information, though? What was Mortuga trying to find out?
Yeah, Zephyr and I had a little falling out.
Over what? Something to do with his experiments?
In theory, I really don't care what he does in his lab. I just didn't like that he dragged Sim into it.
What do you mean?
When I first got here, Sim was working for Zephyr in the Dream Chamber.
What were they working on? Researching dreams, I guess?
Well, sure, that was part of it. They even had Mortuga as a test subject at one point.
They were researching Mortuga's dreams?
Look, it's not the dreams that were the problem. It's the communicating with spirits from the other world stuff.
Oh, like talking with the afterlife.
Zephyr's a grown man. If he wants to research that stuff, he's free to do so. But Sim's still young. I didn't want her getting misled, so I put a stop to it.
How?
I made Zephyr tell Sim he didn't need her anymore.
Ouch.
It's for the best. I know he used to run a shop selling compasses or whatever, but from what I gather, he knew it wasn't really his life's calling. Although he seems to have fallen back into it, so I don't know what's going on there. Creature of habit, I guess.
If Grip didn't actually want to work in a shop, what did he want to do?
He wanted to be the navigator for the submarine.
He'd probably be pretty good at that.
Problem was, Magnus didn't need a navigator. Didn't want one.
What?
It's just, now that Mortuga's dead and there's a new captain.
You're thinking Grip might finally get to be navigator? Under Cynthia?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think Grip wants to be Cynthia's navigator. I think he wanted to be Mortuga's navigator. I couldn't believe it when she showed up. I swear this submarine is like some kind of giant sink strainer.
You know Mariana Moon from before?
Yeah, we've crossed paths. We very briefly both worked for the same guy.
What guy? Doing what?
Performance art. Mariana's act was storytelling.
What about?
The show I saw was about the history of Silkworm on Sea, with a focus on all the rumors and urban myths. This was before I'd even been there myself. She even mentioned the rumor of the Mortuga submarine, how she'd been in Silkworm looking for it.
What was the rumor?
Just that there was supposed to be this haunted submarine with a captain who got cursed to live underwater forever.
Sounds made up.
I know, right?
Okay.
You know, I think this painting is the answer.
To what?
Everything. Magnus Mortuga, what he was doing, what he was thinking, even maybe how and why he died.
I swear, there's always a painting with a secret in it.
Oh, this thing weighs a ton.
Reckon you could pick it up? You're pretty strong, right?
I could maybe get my arms around it, just about.
What about Mortuga?
Probably, but he had real big arms, like me.
But for anyone else, it'd be a two-person job.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure Magnus carved this himself. No idea how he got it into the bottle, though.
Trick of the trade, I guess.
I know one way you could get it out of the bottle.
That's a last resort.
It's a radio, dressed up like a little doll. Do you know who it's supposed to be?
Is it not Cynthia?
I don't think so.
Do you recognize any of these objects?
The mermaid's tongue, rumored to be lost at sea.
You've heard of it? Tadpole?
Oh, No, not by name.
Maybe Zephyr was trying to get hold of it.
Yeah, maybe he was. This pattern looks a bit like a dream catcher.
What's a dream catcher?
It's something you hang in your bedroom window when you're a teenage girl.
Bingo.
I see.
That belongs to Sim, I'm pretty sure. It's something to do with her old magic act.
You might be right, but we found it in Zephyr's dream chamber.
Still? I told him to give all her stuff back. I'll have to have a word with him.
Any idea what Zephyr's keeping in this bottle?
Whatever it is, he dumps it into the ocean every single night.
What? What do you mean?
Every evening, he comes by the airlock and empties the bottle into the water tank below.
And the water tank leads out into the ocean.
Yeah, and then each morning he comes by with the empty bottle and fills it back up again.
Why? What's he doing?
I've never managed to work it out. I kinda wish Dirk hadn't brought that onto the submarine.
Why?
Feels like it breaks some unspoken rule, having contact with the outside world. You know, I think I'd make a pretty good action figure. Maybe a bath toy with little legs that kick when you wind me up.
I'd buy it.
Silkworm on sea. Let's see. Magnus, Grip, Worman, Cynthia. Oh, and Sim. Those 5 are from the town. Or they lived there for a while at least.
You think they all knew each other from before the submarine?
Magnus and Grip knew each other, I think. They lived opposite, see?
Oh, yeah.
Cynthia mentioned the ship's compass broke. Looks like Grip's in the middle of fixing it.
Did Cynthia say exactly how it broke? Or what was wrong with it?
She just said it was acting erratically. That drawing of the coral, it looks familiar.
Oh, it's just a generic piece of red coral, isn't it?
It reminds me of a piece I found in the ocean recently.
Can I see it? Do you still have it?
No.
Great.
Okay.
Sally, how do you feel about...
Nope, not happening.
It's a treasure chest.
What a tease.
And we can't ask about the treasure chest.
Hello. I noticed Dirk seems to be trying to tell Worman what to write in his book.
Is he just trying to make sure Worman gets it done? Or is he trying to get him to write it in a certain way?
A little of both, I'd wager.
Maybe he's in league with Worman's publisher.
Dirk? That can't be right. If I recall correctly, he told me he worked for something called, oh yes, thank you, Cornelius. Wit and Whimsy, that was it. But I'm not sure what
It's a movie production company. It's owned by Vincent Van de Peer. He's a director and producer.
Well, someone's well informed.
Vincent once went location scouting in the swamp where I worked as a gift shop sales clerk.
Ah, of course.
I think that must be from the first game, which I haven't played yet. If I'm not mistaken.
What'd you make of old Dr. Zephyr? Not a fan?
There's been some speculation that his experiments may be dangerous or even harmful. Although it's hard to be sure, since he seems so reluctant to admit what they actually are.
You don't even know? I would have thought, since you've both been here for a while.
Well, yes, Zacharias was one of the only 2 souls aboard the submarine when I arrived, but he never made me feel especially welcome, and he certainly wasn't keen on me poking around his dream chamber. In fact, he always seemed somewhat wary of me, like my arrival was going to scupper his plans in some way.
I guess Zephyr and Mortuga weren't expecting anyone else to show up.
I never got the details out of either of them, so I can't confirm this. But I believe Worman was invited onto the submarine by Mortuga himself.
Really? Why?
It's very strange. I can't for the life of me imagine why Mortuga would bring a journalist on board.
Worman's an author, not a journalist.
Well, he used to be a journalist. He wrote for the local newspaper. And I will say he doesn't seem to have lost the instinct to always be on the lookout for a story. You know, there was something I noticed while giving Mariana a tour of the submarine. Soon after we entered the bilge, she whipped out her tobacco pipe with a strange kind of urgency.
Did she smoke it?
Well, she put it in her mouth, but she didn't light it. What's that, Cornelius? You've never seen her light it? Well, now you mention it.
Yeah, probably not a good idea to smoke inside a submarine anyway.
Yes, and Mariana seems like such a stickler for health and safety regulations.
Okay.
Undeniably forlorn, isn't it?
What do you think, haunted? It's probably haunted, right?
If it was haunted, then it was only because Mortuga himself was its ghost. He seemed drawn to it, entranced, always held within its orbit, unable to drift away.
I'm guessing you never dealt with anything like this in your shop.
No, it's too big for one, and it's not exactly navigation related.
What's wrong?
I don't suppose you know what this is, this little part sticking out the back?
No, I barely noticed it, to be honest.
Oh, what is it?
Oh yes, Mortuga's little model ship. He always kept it on his desk. Although I'd wager it's more than just a paperweight.
Is it based on a real ship?
It's likely. Mortuga did have a ship, or rather he worked on board one. I very much doubt he was the owner. Do you know what this is?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Maybe something left over from when it was painted?
Could this be Cynthia's attempt to get our submarine up to code and finally install a radio?
Why doesn't the ship have a radio?
1, Mortuga didn't like to use technology if he could avoid it. And 2, he didn't like to communicate with the outside world if he could avoid it.
I'm not sure I agree with that second one. There's no way all these people showed up on the submarine if Mortuga wasn't contacting the outside world.
You know, there may be something to that. Good heavens.
Something catch your eye?
Rumored to be lost at sea requires a special key. Is that right?
The mermaid's tongue? Do you know anything about it?
No, can't say I do. Based on this, I wonder if it may not even be real. After all, there isn't even a photograph. That's just a drawing.
Do you know if Zephyr made this himself?
He must have done. He didn't have it when I first got here. In fact, I'm pretty sure he measured Mortuga's head to get the shape right. Aha! A crystal ball! Oh, how quaint. What's that? What's it for? Oh, you know, the usual. Whispering questions into the great unseen beyond, hoping without hope to get a response. There's some kind of pattern. It almost looks pictorial.
Does it mean something?
It might do. I imagine poor old Zephyr's been trying his best to figure it out. I don't really deal in anything post-industrial revolution. Try Cynthia.
Oh?
Teenage girl, cell phone. Just seems like a natural fit, wouldn't you say? That's the captain, is it? And her accessories are a compass and a map.
So?
So they made her the navigator and the captain. Typical navigator erasure. Remarkable. There we are. Cornelius, look. I told you all our hard work would put us on the map someday.
How come your logo is a hot air balloon? I thought you sold stuff for boats.
Officially, we deal in the nautical and aeronautical. But in truth, the balloon motif was mostly just for fun. I'm not sure there were ever any aeronauts in Silkworm.
Well, you were on a balloon.
I wonder if Mariana would let us take a closer look at that pipe of hers.
It can't hurt to ask.
We'll go now. Right next to her anyway.
Oh? You want to look at my pipe?
If you don't mind.
By all means.
Look. Oh, it says it's some kind of gear thing, and some numbers.
Sally, despite what you may have read in popular detective fiction, this is no time to smoke a pipe.
I'm not gonna smoke it. I want to listen to it.
You... what?
It's a little tape player.
don't you even need?
I've told you before.
No, you haven't. All you've ever told me is that
I'd like to request that you return to your room. I have something I must attend to.
Hey, listen, why don't we just kill him? That helps both of us. If he dies, we're both free, right? Come on, I know you don't have any better ideas.
That they could just be talking about characters, but who knows?
Stargazing girl stares into the ink-black void. Upon her trembling lips, a question born. A forbidden query of what may be and what may not be. The void, unyielding to the girl's plight, stares back. It speaks.
Close your eyes, my love, and be still, for this is the end and the beginning.
Okay, that sounds like acting. Okay.
Ah,
Discover Mariana Moon's secret death.
I saw Dirk wandering the halls this morning, like he was looking for something. I asked him what it was he'd lost, and he said he couldn't really describe it, but it looked a bit like a gun.
What? So, something that looks like a gun, but isn't actually a gun.
I can't imagine what he was talking about.
Well, if you live in the wrong state and you try to 3D print something that isn't actually a gun, vaguely looks like a gun, yeah, I might get in trouble for that.
I didn't expect to find a fellow herbologist on board. Dr. Zephyr really knows his rosehip from his rosemary. He's a chemist, too. Impressive, don't you think?
I don't know. I get the sense his work is more alchemy than chemistry.
He does seem rather secretive about it. I tried asking him about his experiments, but he seemed awfully reluctant to divulge any details.
Sounds familiar?
Worman, I know he once worked as a newspaper journalist. Oh, that's before he changed his name, of course.
Have you read his book, Hex of the Helmsman?
I leafed through it. I must say he's got some good research skills. I'd love to know what his sources were.
What do you mean?
The book is very clearly a loose retelling of the real-life story of one Magnus Mortuga. What do you think of the pipe? Fine craftsmanship, wouldn't you say?
It's not a pipe at all. It's a secret dictaphone.
That's not a secret.
You're clearly recording people without their permission.
So?
So it's immoral.
Well, if you're going to kick up a fuss, I'll just take it back, shall I?
No, hang on. It might be useful.
Aha! I knew it. Tut at me all you like, but you can't deny the value of hard evidence.
That's how you get flock cameras right there.
This here, that's the stone top emblem.
Oh yeah, we saw it on the sign outside the Stone Top Inn. Do you remember, Sally?
No, but I was basically still asleep at that point.
What are those letters above it?
Initials, SS.
Stone Top C? Secret stone?
Selena Stonetop.
The owner of the painting?
The painter herself. It has the smell and feel of something that's been in the ocean for quite some time. Only there's no evidence of it on the surface. No barnacles, no algae.
Maybe it's a type of metal that resists that kind of stuff.
Or maybe someone just cleaned it.
You know, if and when I make a mysterious observation, I'm not necessarily looking for immediate logical explanations.
Sorry.
Now, I'd have to assume this is the Stonetop family ship, the Dearest Selina.
How do you know it's that ship? Is there a photo of it?
It's evident by the selection of little wooden people on board. The Dearest Selina was captained by Felicia Stonetop, that's her there, and one Magnus Mortuga was her helmsman.
What did they use it for?
Oh, I don't know. Fishing?
Who's
Tourism?
the,
General Gallivanter?
What about the woman tied to the front?
Well, that's a representation of the ship's figurehead.
Okay.
I thought the submarine didn't have a radio.
I don't think it does. This is more like a child's walkie-talkie.
Oh yes, you're quite right. Probably has a short range too.
If it's a walkie-talkie, then what happened to the other one?
Good question. Now, where did you find this?
Zephyr had it.
Kitty now. Lillian's locket, silver snake, golden palm, mermaid... The mermaid's tongue.
You've heard of it?
Only the name, and only when people were telling me it doesn't exist.
Maybe it doesn't.
But there's a photo.
It's a photo of a drawing.
What's it supposed to do, anyway? The description in the book here is pretty vague.
And they say it allows humans to commune directly with God while they're still alive.
What? God?
In here it says, said to facilitate communication with she who lies beyond the veil.
She who lies beyond the veil, God, other dimensions, aliens, the afterlife. You know, it varies. But the sentiment is the same. Though it's a wretched thing, really. An echo of man's desperate, futile desire to wring answers from a silent universe.
I can see why people would say it doesn't exist.
But Zephyr's trying to get hold of it.
Well, he may be. It depends.
On what?
The strength of his will.
Mariana, I was wondering if you could tell us who's worn this.
How's she supposed to do that?
You know, by the smell.
Oh, gross.
Very well. Let's see. I'm getting wind-battered mahogany, ice-cold sea spray, and mostly melted candle wax.
Great, thanks.
If I'm not mistaken, this little part at the front is actually a microphone. I can't speak to what that is squirming around in the bottle there, but the liquid is salt water with a mix of herbs. I suppose Zephyr must have a pestle and mortar. I might ask to borrow it.
Which herbs?
Valerian, skullcap, and chamomile. A ZX5. Nice piece of kit. Polycarbonate shell, tactile interface, unusually good battery life. I mean, it's a cell phone. Whose is it?
Dirk Danson.
I suppose that makes the most sense. After all, Mortuga really didn't seem like the cell phone type. Sorry, Belisha Bonetop.
Yeah, that's what she's called in the book, too. Marcus Mordoom's captain/love interest.
Flying a little close to the sun with that name, aren't they?
Maybe. Okay.
Oh. Dr. Z. Oh man, love this guy. Hey, did he show you his curiosity collection?
I don't think so.
Dude has some seriously rad stuff in there. Plus, like, it's all real, you know?
Worth a lot of money, you think?
Oh, totally. The guy's sitting on a gold mine. There was this one thing. It was behind glass, like this spooky mask kind of thing. I wish I could remember what it was called. Anyway, Dr. Z said it was priceless. So, obviously, I asked what that meant, and get this. It means it's worth a lot of money. Mariana's pipe? Huh. I've never actually seen her smoke that thing.
Maybe she ran out of pipeweed.
Pipeweed? Listen to yourself.
What? It's another word for tobacco.
Honestly.
What a babe.
I mean, yeah.
This Mortuga's girlfriend or something?
I don't think so.
Of course he'd land a girl like this, of course.
I don't know. Wasn't he kind of a gloomy loner?
Yeah. Chicks eat that up, man. What does it do?
I thought it was a bell. Only it doesn't actually ring, so not really a bell, but...
No, I think it's some kind of mechanism. The part sticking out of the bottom looks a bit like a screwdriver, don't you think? Hey, is that the Queen Serena?
Is that what the ship's called?
No, that's the name of the ship in the novel. And in Dirk's movie, too. I'm guessing.
A radio? What's the range on that thing?
No idea. I'm pretty sure it's broken anyway.
It might get a better signal up in the control room, or up on deck. Down here you get nothing. The walls are way too thick.
And the walls are probably metal, so they turn into a Faraday cage.
Where does Zephyr find this stuff? I'm pretty sure they don't sell this magazine at my local newsstand. Maybe on mail order.
I think it's more of a black market thing.
Huh. Some of the listings in here, the prices are in ounces, and there's a symbol.
It's the alchemical symbol for gold.
For real? Man, is Zephyr like secretly super rich? Dr. Z told me this is a dream helmet.
Have you tried it out?
Nope, I don't dream.
What? Yes, you do.
No time, bro. Gotta optimize that sleep cycle, you know? If you're dreaming, you're not resting.
You're insane.
A little bit.
You are, in fact, resting if you are dreaming.
Is that a crystal ball?
Yeah, I think it's made of glass.
Right, but a crystal ball in the sense that it's a magic ball you look into and you see your future or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Why don't you look into it? You'll see yourself solving the murder, and then you'll know who did it.
It's genius.
Hey, so remind me what a hex is again?
Didn't you just make a movie called Hex of the Helmsman?
Right, but look, I'm bad with learning what the made-up words mean.
It's not a made-up word. A hex is a magic spell, kinda like a curse.
Or it can mean 6, as in hexagon.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, thank you. I was hoping that would clear up what a hex bottle was, but no dice.
Okay.
I see you met Dirk.
How do you know him?
He's the actor they found who played the lead in the adaptation of my book.
Did you not get a say in that?
Oh no, that's several notches above my pay grade. It's all decided by the executives over at Wit and Whimsy. Sure, they keep me around as consultant, but I found that to be a pretty hollow title.
Do you think he's a good actor, at least?
Dirk? He was a good fit for the kind of film they ended up making. How's that?
So, how come you two traveled to the submarine together?
I traveled to the submarine. Dirk's just taken to following me around, for some reason.
Maybe he just wants to be your friend.
He's got plenty of friends back home. I don't understand what his deal is, but I already have a headache, so I'm just not gonna worry about it.
What did he say he was? A dream doctor?
Great. Good for him.
He's researching spirit energy, I think.
Lovely. More power to him.
And he was the first person to join Mortuga's submarine, because they knew each other from before.
Wonderful. I don't... Wait, really? Huh. Zephyr's not from Silkworm, though, is he?
I don't think so.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Well, thanks a lot. Now I have yet another thing to think about.
Have fun. You look like someone who might smoke.
Grimore, don't say that.
Hey, no, he's right. Look at me. Mariana Moon, on the other hand, doesn't touch the stuff, seeing as how her only pipe is actually a dictaphone.
You already knew?
Oh, you can literally hear the tape spinning when she's recording. It's not as subtle as she likes to think. I couldn't believe it when I saw this in Mortuga's cabin.
Had you seen it before?
Yeah, this painting used to be
When
in
was
my
he in the
house.
cabin?
What?
In my father's study. It hung there for at least a year.
Why? Where'd he get it from?
I believe he bought it from the town's governor, a man named Fellow.
So how'd Mortuga end up with it?
I couldn't say. Ugh, I want to know what this is. It's got to be something.
We're not sure either.
Did you see the carvings around the outside? It's a little story in 4 parts. There's an egg, then it hatches, then there's a baby, then it goes into the water.
Into the ocean, I think.
I'm not sure it's a baby either.
Charming, isn't it?
Is it based on a real ship?
I'd assume so. Mortuga did work as a sailor of sorts back before the submarine.
He had his own ship?
Oh no, it was a stone-top ship he worked on. The same people that owned the inn.
It looks like the little Mortuga standing by the wheel, so that'd make him the helmsman.
Yeah, that's right. It's broken. Or possessed by an evil spirit. One of the two.
Okay.
Fascinating piece of ephemera, this.
Do you recognize any of the objects?
Yeah, the golden hand. I've seen it, and so have you.
What? Where?
It's attached to Dr. Zephyr's left wrist.
Zephyr's prosthetic hand is solid gold?
Not quite. Says here it's made of an unknown material 90% similar to gold. Now, it also says it's able to touch ghosts, so best take it with a grain of salt.
And it also, when it's on his hand, it's only got 3 fingers.
Dr. Zephyr's
Plus
got quite the imagination, doesn't he? What's this dime store trinket?
It's called a fog ball.
Is it now?
It was in Zephyr's lab. It could be a priceless curiosity.
Oh yeah? A priceless curiosity that takes AA batteries. Yes? Something you wanted to ask?
Zephyr called this a hex bottle.
We thought you might know what it is, since, you know...
I wrote a book called Hex of the Helmsman.
Well, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, no, I've got nothing. Done. Next.
Okay, moving on. Honestly, I am starting to fade, but I want to get... Ugh. I want to get everyone, all the locations I can, as, taking care of as... all the permutations down as much as possible.
Mariana's like a little mole digging around for worms, except the worms are other people's secrets.
Oh, I can't imagine what you'd get on me. I don't have any secrets.
What about your first name?
What about your second name?
Let's change the subject.
Sure we got everything?
That's it! Mariana's pipe! She let you see it?
She did.
And? Did you discover anything?
We did.
Well, all right then. End of conversation, apparently.
Okay.
The stool's been knocked over.
It looks exactly like the bar stools.
A trail of blood. Looks like it runs straight
No,
down.
it doesn't. It pulls out first.
A page ripped out of a newspaper. An eerie painting of it is just a painting.
Sure, maybe. No. Maybe. This looks like dead coral.
Is coral ever...
Coral are...
What?
Alright. Let's see what last thing to talk to him about.
Mariana Moon's tobacco pipe.
Yes and no.
It's actually a dictaphone, like a little tape recorder.
Curious. Is Miss Moon some sort of covert operative?
Who knows? Maybe.
I think she's just nosy.
I believe this is a painting of Magnus's old boss and landlord.
Is that who she is?
Felicia, her name was.
And you met her?
I laid eyes on her briefly when I first visited Silkworm.
What happened to her?
I couldn't say.
Mortuga never told you?
No.
Maybe he didn't know either.
Magnus and I installed this in the captain's cabin shortly after we left port for the first time. It is exceptionally heavy.
Did Mortuga tell you why he wanted a big iron bell hanging over his desk?
He merely said it was an object of great importance and that he'd like to keep it close by.
Do you have any idea what it is?
He referred to it as a bell, Detective.
Yeah, just going by the shape. But it doesn't ring, so we're not sure.
You may be more correct than you know. Personally, I believe it is a bell. Not in the musical sense, but rather a diving bell, which is to say it's designed to be lowered to the ocean floor.
With a person inside?
I doubt it. It's not really big enough.
Did Mortuga make this himself?
Of course, much like his model town, it is specific to his life and his memories.
So he made the model ship and the model town at around the same time.
I believe so.
Interesting.
Fascinating. Some unseen entity is attempting to speak with us through the radio.
I think it's just broken.
Of course it's broken. That's precisely what opens it up to ethereal transmission.
Huh, okay. That's all I get from him. So I think next we would have to go over there, but I am starting to fade here, so I'm gonna have to call it for the evening, I think. We'll get further into this mystery next time. So, till next time. Huh? Oh, it's just giving you random stuff.